that's got to be what you rolled, obviously, because you knew what episode we were gonna be on.
Well, I haven't rolled it yet, actually.
Oh, well, never mind.
Everyone changed up the dynamics, so they guessed before I rolled, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we'll stick with 38 before you roll.
Alrighty, well.
I don't want to be a loser.
Ooh, okay. Brandon, Dolkin gets some inspiration. The answer
So
was
37 was lucky.
the answer was 30.
Oh, fuck yeah! I don't even. I think this is the first time I've had inspiration in like a year because I always just throw mine away on meaningless things.
I mean, that is what they are for. Either meaningless things or dire things.
Yeah. Well, now to get
More
Ma
fun to
hurt.
waste them on meaningless things.
Yeah,
though.
it's more fun to get nat 20s going on dates than it is like living in combat.
Exactly. But yeah, you got to make most of your character's life outside of combat. You know, not everything revolves around combat. You know,
Fuck.
even though I'm gonna be throwing a dragon at you guys very soon.
Yeah,
so don't worry
I hope
about
you
that.
throw one at us while we're on the pier,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it burns
He
the
pushes us into
and
the
he
water.
pushes us into the water.
Yeah.
And Dolkeen,
Yeah. Obviously, a bronze dragon comes and tries to kill you guys.
and as I've said,
It
Dolkeen
wouldn't
can't
be a bronze.
swim. He's too
What?
hefty. So if you
Oh,
push me into the water,
I don't. No chromatic dragons are ocean bound.
is there no chromatic ocean-bound dragons?
No, the closest you have is a black, but they're in swamps.
Ah, that's not ocean.
They're
That's
in swamp
cheating.
lands. Yeah.
That's like forest ocean. It's gross.
The black dragons get the swamps, and the bronze dragons get the entire ocean.
What assholes.
Yeah, but Brandon, you got to guess for Ma as well. So
Of course. Oh, of course. Let me guess beforehand before you roll, obviously, because that's how you get lucky.
that's the meta.
And seeing as I can't guess 38 again, we're gonna have to double the odds. 74.
Ooh, I like those odds. The dice have been pretty sporadic. It was on a pendulum until recently. All right.
And watch it be
so
a 73 right here, but I'm sticking to my
70.
guns.
74. Here we go. Oh, it was really close.
What?
But it was one off. The answer was 63.
Fuck! I know I should have gone with 73. God damn it.
Just what you're a one off.
I-
You jinxed yourself. You shouldn't have said anything.
Oh. God damn it. Alright, well, she's still feeling inspired for the future.
Yeah, exactly.
She's back.
Alrighty. Well, now that we got our boy here, are we all ready to play? Now that you guys are... Oh,
Let me close out Elden Ring,
Ugh.
and while you do the recap, I will use the bathroom.
Matt thinks he thinks he's gonna immediately see his madre. There's a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
there's a whole fucking city for you guys to look at.
Yeah,
You guys are be ready.
You could just keep playing Elden Ring this whole time, obviously, is what Isaiah's saying.
Well, that's quite alright. But go ahead, start the recap. I'll be back when you're done.
Alrighty, well, when last we left our wanderers, Hank the dwarf rogue, Estelar the shifter druid, Dolkin the minotaur ranger, and Vashana the Kalashtar sorcerer, the party were spending their final few days seabound, heading towards the elven capital of Thelios in the continent of Valash, and spending it in merriment after a harsh battle with a aboleth and many marrow that did unfortunately lead in the death of one arachnoma, but hopes were bright and shining with the idea that she may return. So, spending the last few days enjoying each other's company, enjoying the company of the crew, now that the battle was won and the future was looking bright, we get to Thelios within 2 days of more travel, and upon docking, the group goes and starts investigating around, some touching grass for once in their life, and the others going shopping with Angelina and Vashana going and grabbing some new outfits to try on and wear. And in the process of the group docking, faffing around, looking around and shopping, a mysterious incident occurred with a hooded woman leaving a shop with stolen goods, ducking into a alleyway, and disappearing through mysterious reasons. Reasons that the party are unable to figure out as of the current moment, but with that in the back of their mind, they go back onto the streets, and as that happens, Prince Conrad comes up with a with horse and carriage, and that is where we continue.
Oh god.
So this is immediately after. Oh yes, and of course, during the recap, Ma does return as well.
This is the most important part of the episode.
Exactly. But yes, so this is a little bit immediately after you guys step out of the alleyway after having that mysterious woman come out and just disappear out of nowhere. No idea or really any trace of where she went. And you have Prince Conrad, who is oh my god, I burped myself. Oh, I apologize. Who is coming down, seems to have procured a horse and carriage as well, and sees all of you, gives you all a wave as he approaches all of you.
Don't give him a big smile and a wave. You know what? I want. Does he see Ma? What's his reaction when he sees Ma?
He doesn't seem to have a reaction, but you can see he's smiling.
Oh, he
Don't
didn't.
know why, but he's not pointing any attention to Ma.
Well, that's interesting. And this is like the one time Hunter's Mark would have been good. I could have marked that person and know where they were, but I'll never take that spell. Dolkin's gonna. I think I have everything packed up, so I'm just gonna walk over to the carriage where our Prince Conrad is. And just like with a big smile on my face as I like walk over, just be like, Prince Conrad, do you notice anything different?
Yes, I do, Dolkin. Hello, Ma. As he holds out his hand and places it on top of her head and just gives a little rub. Ma just kind of like sitting there, just.
Dolkin would give a big smile. He's like, you'll never guess where she was. She was just here the whole time. Well, not really, but like, this is where she. Oh, like it's weird.
The world has so many mysterious things, Dolkin, but I'm glad that you have her back.
Where's the rest of the stuff that we brought? He's gonna look around. Do I see any of the? Do I see any of the items that we brought or that he brought?
You see the carriage behind him is filled up with the what looks like to be all the boxes that he filled up in the cargo.
Are we not? Well, I guess if we were to like get people to help us, it'd kind of draw attention. So never mind.
Well, secrecy is what we're trying to do. But now that we're actually in the capital, well, I shouldn't jinx anything. Until we meet
quite
with the
capital. We've got a bit of a journey.
Exactly. Though it is still close, we still want to be on guard before we can properly meet with the matriarchy there.
Of course. That's why I was curious because like this stuff is, I mean, it's pretty important, and I mean like, I had a pretty bad time in the sea, so.
And Miss Kyotara, I see you changed your wardrobe. Very nice.
Thank you, Your Highness. Yes, I thought a bit of home would spice things up a little.
I guess you couldn't be caught in the old battle-worn duds that you were wearing before.
Yes, especially if Mother saw me in the clothes I left home with.
Well, are you all ready to go? And was Estelar still a wolf, or did she wild shape back?
You know, Vashana said it could be funny for some reason if she stayed a wolf.
I mean, it would be kind of funny.
Riding on the wolf.
Wait, what about Bjorn? I think it would be adorable to have Bjorn like
If he was a
sitting
little
on top
cub?
of Wolf
Oh.
Estelar.
I don't know why, but I just for some reason wild shape. I feel like Bjorn gets like absorbed into you or something.
Oh, would
for
he?
some
That's
reason.
That's usually what I always assume.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's his own
could you-
entity.
He is his own entity, but you use your wild shape to like manifest him fully.
You know what? Actually, that could probably be a good flavor thing with weird druid things. His flames shroud you a little, and then you turn into the animal.
That's what I always assumed.
That's a good flavor thing to
Yeah.
add for that.
Yeah, you
so
just kind of engulf yourself in flame and come out of like fucking dog or something.
Yeah, you just come at a dang old dog, like a little fucking wiener dog.
Oh,
Walking to
that's a
Prince
that's some good
Conrad.
flavor. Yeah. So noticing Eslar's around, I was like, "Where is Estela? Is she still outside of the town?"
Oh, she's right over here. Can you
Yeah,
see?
she's right there, Prince.
Or,
Oh,
or,
You don't you don't know what your own girlfriend looks like?
Honestly,
Her
that's
own wench.
insulting, Your Highness.
or.
I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna dignify that with a
I'm
response.
not going to defy. Yeah, I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Is there a reason? You're just looking down at Estar
Did
as a
you-
wolf.
Did you not know she was like stuck with this curse where she randomly changes into animals?
I've met with the druids many times before. I know it's like, is there? He just rolls his eyes and shakes his head. Never mind, I won't ask.
All wild.
I can before she says that, well, as she's doing that, well, we found this vial of blood, and she wanted to sniff it.
Vial of blood.
Yeah, there was like,
Kind of raises an eyebrow looking at you.
Don't make it sound so bad, though, King.
Yes, there was a
that's like as normal as I could have made it.
thief who made off with some objects from the general store, and one of the objects that they dropped, which Angelina managed to spot in and amongst the pile of shit, was this vial of blood.
It was a weird red substance in a vial.
And don't worry, I did taste it. It is blood.
It
It's
is delicious.
He just kind of looks at you like this is like, right, Hunter. Don't need to ask. He's like, and did you catch this thief?
No, they
no.
vanished into thin air.
We tried. I mean, we ran across the whole building.
Well, I don't want to say that we all tried, because we're, like, Vishana was mainly the one that could get there, because she's pretty quick.
Oh, thank you, Dokin.
Well, I didn't do anything besides eat up some of the blood, so I'm not gonna try and take credit for, like, the things you deserve to take credit for.
I'll have you know I have a staggering 25 feet of speed.
I don't know what that means, but I believe you.
Opens character sheet.
25 feet, Prince.
Hank pulls out a script. Where do you see here? It says right here that
Like-
Hank can't move faster than 30 feet around.
And I thought that I would be able to stack it, perhaps if I was with, but
I see.
didn't really need any of it.
And they just disappeared.
Into thin air.
Nope.
Went into a dark alleyway and poof.
Plus, there was no magic or anything. They were there one minute and then not there the next. And not even Hank could find, like, a secret trap door or, like, anything in the alley. It was just all plain.
Well, I mean, that's not entirely true. There were traces of magic. It's just, well, there really wasn't a school for it. It's just,
Yeah, it was
Magic.
weird magic.
Oh.
huh.
Like wild or weird magic.
Hmm.
Magic I've never seen.
Yeah, I don't know about wild magic. Usually you can tell what wild magic looks like. It's like all crazy and colorful and all over the place usually. It's just kind of weird.
We'll
Yeah.
call it weird magic then.
Weird
That's
magic.
human
Angela
blood,
just
if
kinda-
that means anything.
Human blood. Conrad just kind of like looking, rubbing his chin. It's like, huh. Well, I guess we'll have to maybe keep an eye out for disappearing weird magic women on the road then.
And
What do they
and
look
the
like?
What,
Did-
did I smell it was woman blood?
Yeah. When we... they just had, like, a... We have...
Vishana did-
No, continue,
Yeah,
Matt. Go, Matt. Go.
Persona did give a general description of the woman.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Did we get a
Yeah.
description?
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as you know, you didn't get any of the features because you only saw her face. She was pretty covered up because you did see her in the store.
Right.
All you knew was that she had pretty sharp features with some you know, here's a good way. When I say sharp features, basically, I think only you would get this, Matt. But think like Miku in Danganronpa 3,
Yes.
her basically.
Ah,
she-
Hatsune.
No.
Yeah.
No, wrong.
Of
Miku.
course.
But she did have like very like kind of like dull yellow eyes and very long red hair that kind of went down to the waist, almost like a kind of like a weird like sort of like a little bit of like a slanted bowl cut kind of thing, diagonally going down like the bangs, but then just went to just wild red hair. That's as much of a description you have of her. And she was about the how tall is Vashana?
Vashana is 5'2".
Like 5'2". There you go.
Yeah, she was about a little taller than you, maybe around maybe 5'6", 5'7". A couple inches taller than you. Yeah, that's the most description you have for the woman.
That's because that's what I was gonna ask if we got one. So thank you, Isaiah.
Yeah. Well, nothing like that can ring a bell. But if it's nothing pertaining to what we have going on, it shouldn't be any trouble.
I think it'll be alright.
Yeah, I mean, weird things happen like in the world all the time. So like, hopefully this is just like a weird thing that we're not involved with at all.
Definitely.
He turns and looks at
No,
camera.
yeah,
Yeah,
looks at
we all turn and look at the camera.
Definitely not involved with us at all.
Not at all.
Well, if you all have nothing else you'd like to look around inside this small town, it's more a tourist attraction and seafaring jobs here. But if you're all ready, we can start heading onto the road.
There's quite a bit more to see in Thelios, so I think it would be best if we hit the road.
It is quite a very, very big city.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking to make sure how many rations and things I have in case, because I don't want to stop the campaign. Continue.
Yeah. I think I was taking I think I was having you guys. I don't think I had you guys remove rations while traveling.
No.
I don't.
But-
While
I
we
don't
were
think
like
so.
traveling to the boat.
But it's only like a couple-hour ride to Thelios.
Yeah, but also there is food that is packed inside some of the crates inside the back. So there is a good like 30 rations that are like inside of a small crate inside the back.
Okay. I forgot to remove some of my rations to bring all back. Never mind. Okay, we're fine.
I mean, if you guys were removing rations, you could like add like 2 rations to your thing if you want to, because he just pops in the back and just have a snack while on the road.
Could Dolkeen sit in the back with the cargo to be a lookout with me mom?
You most certainly can.
And mainly because Dolkeen doesn't want to sit inside because he's had enough time sitting inside with wood. He wants to enjoy the fresh air.
I was gonna say Estelar while they're
So wait, where would you sit?
Oh, can I just like sit on top of the crates in the back? Or is it not like
you'd still be in the carts.
Oh,
It's one of those like caravans with like the
It's
with
a
like
covered
the
wagon.
covered wagon.
Oh, I thought
like little like peek holes through the.
It's got a flap in the back that you can open up to the actual cargo. They're also like small little they're also like small little slits inside of the sides as well, where you can
okay.
pull them back a little bit and peek through.
Yeah, I thought it was just like a normal cart that was being carried behind. But okay.
No. It is a cloth wagon.
All right, then I will just sit on one of the crates, but I'm gonna keep the curtains pulled back like a pretty decent size, so I can get some nice clean air, non-sea air.
Yeah, you can knot them down and like keep them open. It's nothing too bad. Yep. So the prince helps you all up one by one to the carts.
Vashana's just gonna fly on her broom above it.
Fair enough. All right, and
Nice.
yep, you all hop in, and then he cracks the reins, and the horses start moving. And you guys start leaving the area of what did I name this town?
This
Notes.
town was.
Sandridge.
There you go.
There we go. You guys start leaving Sandridge. Yep, so as you guys start getting onto the road, the smell of the salty sea air does still linger, but as you get further away, it does kind of die down a bit, as it's still a little bit of sandy dunes around the area, but within about a good, I'd say about a good like 5 minutes of moving on the road, you start seeing some grassy hills start to roll through.
Oh, Dawkins getting excited.
Dolores gonna
And-
stick her head out, see if she sees any plants that she doesn't recognize. New land, new plants.
Yeah, Dawkins will do the same. He's just gonna look
Uh,
around and appreciate the.
Well, if you want to, you're more than welcome to do since you're looking, I'd say a perception check.
Sure. That is my best stat.
Since you're
Uh-oh.
not foraging and just looking around.
16.
Hank,
Uh,
Hank also just has like his arm out and just like looking at the countryside.
oh yeah, no, I will be more than happy to give you a description of the landscape as you guys are moving through. But let me just make sure. There it is. I was just trying to find my PDF for the plants.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so you guys in this area will be kind of in a mix of both grasslands and also coastal too. Actually, you guys are still pretty coastal, so we haven't rolled for coastal stuff yet. Let's see.
Bunch of hermit
Stuff.
crabs everywhere.
Alrighty, so we've got. Ready? And roll once for an 8. Alrighty. And we roll for you. Unfortunately, a common ingredient. Number 6. While you guys are looking around, you do see that Eslar, there is definitely some plants that stick out. You do find wild sage roots. That seems to be a little common, even on this new continent as well. So you do find some more wild sage root.
The
Just
healing one.
I believe that was the healing one. Yes.
All right. I mean, we could use some more of that. Oh, I should. You know what? I'll
Oh.
do that in a second.
sadly, we're just looking at it. The cart's going by real quick.
I was gonna.
You can, if you want to, you can stop and do a quick swipe of them. There's no problem with that. Or Angelina's on the broom. She can like whoop whoop.
Yeah.
That is true.
And one more for Tolkien. Oh, interesting. I think this is a new one.
Yes? A new one, you say?
Okay, interesting. You have, so Dolkin, while you are looking around, you do see something a little more new. You see on what looks to be a little bit of a sapling tree that's kind of like growing out in one of the middle of this field. You find that what looks to be, this tree with a bit of like a dark purplish brown bark. Growing. That has what looks to be a weird blue and white liquid, kind of like seeping out of some pores that you can see various different types of bird just poking into and extracting.
Is there any sort of check I could do to help me determine whether or not this is edible, or...
Without getting closer, you cannot. It'd be while you're on the road and you guys are moving, so you'd actually need to go up and investigate it.
Well, you did say we could stop the cart at any time, but we'll find it again later. Duncan at least pointed out to Estelar, who's looking out as well, and be like, "Wow, do you see that weird, icky, burp, like bluey, goopy, like pus plant over, like that tree?"
What
know
a
what it is?
delightful, what
Yeah,
a delightful
What a
description.
delightful description.
Yeah. Oh, also, guys, I don't know if I said this before, but if there is specific things you do want to find that you have already found before, I will allow you to do checks to look for those. To look for specific plants if you want as well. Once you specifically found yourselves.
Oh, well, that would be nice to know.
When you find new stuff, well, to be fair, you're also new, so I wanted to see if you guys would get any new stuff.
Mhm.
But yeah, that is a new one that you guys have not seen before.
Yeah, I'll point that at Estelar, who's looking out with me as well. Just at all the new stuff here.
Would as Dolkin points it out, would I know what that is, being from this region?
Would Estelar know what it is being a plant person?
Being a fucking tree hugger.
I
Yeah.
will allow Estelar and because and you know, you both will get both normal nature checks. One for both normal because I do not believe that Vashana herself is much of a nature person. And
No,
while Estelar
no.
is a nature person, she's not much knowledge with coastal things. So
Come
that
on,
is gonna be
Daddy
the
needs a
reasoning.
new pair of shoes.
All 15 and 10.
Okay. Well, let me look at this and that'll decide the DC for it. Wait, it was Hyankith Nectar. Where is it? Why can't I see it?
Control F and
There
just,
it is.
there you go.
Okay, so Estelar just barely misses it as you feel like you remember your father talking a little bit about this odd tree that you know you might have seen before, but it's just kind of fading you right now. Vashon, on the other hand, you do know what this is. This is called Hyankith Nectar, actually. You do know that this is this is used as a common nectar that's in high demand by trained guards to counter poisons. This is a counter to being poisoned that is used in aiding either bites from poisonous animals that this can be used to counteract, or even smaller poison that would be used by regular thieves that would try to use them against people.
Vishana from up on the broom is like, "Oh, that's the anti-poison stuff a lot of the gods use."
Is it tasty?
I have never tried it. They normally use it when there's someone who's a little sneaky and stabs them with a poison blade. It helps get rid of the poison
like
real good.
Hank.
Yes, for someone like Hank.
So like Hank.
You got
Yeah, it would very much counteract Hank's poison blade. Yes.
To give you a description until you guys, unless you guys collect it, you do know that it does. Actually, in that case, that's a good point they actually brought up. Hank, I will give you a history check actually with that if you want to roll, because you would know about this now that it's been pointed out.
I don't think Hank is
he
here.
getting teed.
He
Well,
getting tea.
With everyone pointing it out, Vishana's just gonna quick fly down and scoop it up.
Do you have a vial?
I believe I do. Let me load it up.
If you don't, Angelina
So
does.
Estelar can toss you a vial.
Let's see. I'm out of healing potions, so that means I've got an empty healing potion vial.
Runny, yeah, you just use one of your healing potion vials and just scoop up a little. Roll me just a survival check to see how much you can get actually, because it is nectar from a. Very nice. I'd say you managed to fill up. Yeah, I'd say you managed to fill up a full vial of it with that.
Hell yeah. So a vial of.
Yeah. What I was saying before is that you do know what it does. You know that it doesn't completely negate poisons, but it does help. What it basically is the best way I can describe it is like an immunity shot. Like it helps to just help your body get over the poison over a period of time.
It's a band-aid on a stab wound. Like it'll help keep the wound closed, but it isn't gonna do the work for you.
Yeah, it's basically to keep you to keep your body healthy somewhat while it fights off whatever poison is going through it. So it's not,
That would
it's
be
not
good to
a complete
have.
poison negate, but you know it does help with that.
Yeah. Vishana flies back up and just sort of drops it into the cart into Eslar's hand. There you are.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And just really quickly, I need to ask everybody, because Vishana reminded me.
What's up?
How's everybody doing on potions?
Oh, I'm completely out.
Let me open up Angelina's sheet. I think she still has. Oh, actually, she might have used hers, getting everyone back up.
But
Angelina
right.
reaches into her bag and pulls out vials. Like, I still have one that you gave me from before. I used the other one to help the others on the ship.
And Duggan.
Dalton reaches in his bag and he's like, blood, goop. Oh, here they are. Well, I got this one, and then he pulls out the Pogger's healing potion, and he's like, oh, and I also got 2 of the other ones that you made as well.
Ah.
So I mean,
Joe doing fine. I think Hank is okay. I will toss it up to Vishana. I will give her one of my healing potions, 2d4 plus 5. She would like that.
Okay.
Oh, and for that, I will also spell out the name of that.
I was actually just about to ask you for that because I have no idea how to spell that.
Iankith nectar.
high-end kid.
So
Yeah,
what?
I got it
So what this does is I'll read it out to you since you do have it. And Hank would know what this does. So, what this does is you can make a potion with it, and it removes 1d6 rounds of the poison condition on a target system, but cannot remove it completely. 1 round of poison damage will still occur at minimum. So it will remove the poison condition for a number of rounds.
That
So,
that
like,
seems
if
pretty
you're,
useful.
If you're like poisoned for like a minute, that's 10 rounds. You do this, you're poison, and you're like a 6. For 6 rounds, you're not poisoned, and after the 6 rounds, the poison condition will hit in again.
I have a question, Isaiah, about that. If you take this potion and you get hit with the poison again, will it continue nullifying the next poison as well?
You cannot be poisoned while are under the poison condition. So
Yeah, you can't
no.
be double poisoned.
you can't be double poisoned.
Okay, I did not know that, so thank you.
When the poison condition goes away, then you can be repoisoned. But other than that, no.
Okay, thank you. I did not know that.
Yeah, you guys would give that information because I'd say Hank would know what this. It is a common use thing. So where he came from, he would definitely have some of this. Damn, it's taking a long time to make that tea.
Real long time to make that tea.
He's brewing it by hand.
He got out he got out a fucking fire and just set
Yeah.
like a teapot on it.
Actually, give me 1 second. My fucking guy is sharing my bathroom. Cool dude, but God, when he fucking goes to the bathroom, he's always just fucking playing something at a loud TV. I'm gonna cover up my door so I can fucking muffle the sound. I'll be right back.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to have that rock music playing so he can piss well.
How am I supposed to piss to silence?
Exactly. It's like if you hear the sound of your own piss while pissing, you'll piss forever. You'll piss like your bones out, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, the hotter the piss, the louder the sound. No.
Well, clearly your rock isn't loud enough, man. Your
Oh, I
hardcore
know.
rock music.
I don't listen to hardcore rock when I'm pissing. I listen to freeform jazz.
Classical.
Yeah. I'm more of a just like I cover my ears and my eyes and I just don't think about it.
I just shoot in a direction.
Exactly. I listen to like the tinnitus that I have. That's my jam. My ears are ringing. Ugh.
You know how Patrick Starr once said, now you must acquire a taste for freeform jazz.
No, I definitely don't know that.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I managed to put something in front of the door to muff it a little bit.
Just put like a whole bookshelf in front of the door.
A full bed. Yeah.
There you go.
A full mattress in front of the door actually does help to fucking muffle the sound
Yeah.
from that door when he's in there.
You don't need any like sound negation foam. Get books. Use your bed. Use that mattress.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
And you know what? It helps me. It muffles me so I can scream whatever I want.
Exactly.
All right. Lost my train of thought.
You were telling us
So
about
you guys are on the road, traveling. So, a brief description of where you guys are currently.
Mhm.
Vishana, you would know that you are traveling northeast right now, or not northeast, southwest right now,
Mhm.
since you know that Thelios is in the northeastern region of Valash, the capital. It's a very interesting design choice as far as like where to put the capital, as it is basically the furthest away from most of the other towns that are spattered about among the rest of the capital or rest of the continent in Valash. In a way, from what you remember from history lessons, you think it's that way intentionally to keep a bit of an odd dignity to it, having it further away from some of the other major cities and towns in the continent. But as you guys are looking down, you do definitely see just the tips of some pyres of the capital within the distance that are kind of backed along by some not necessarily mountains, but more just rocky plateaus that kind of have themselves make up some of the landscape within the area. And as you guys are going, it's almost like a tropical force in and of itself. As you guys are going through grasslands that from the beach that quickly move into a forested environment.
This is what Dawkins all
Not
about.
not entirely dense to where you can't see, but several areas where you can look down as you realize that you are more elevated this far north and able to see more of the landscape in front of you. Beautiful wild green plains that just kind of go on endlessly. Forests as far as the eye can see that make up a massive amount of the land as well. Again, those plateaus that seem to just have rivers that run off the edges into small waterfalls you can see in the distance. It is a very beautiful, almost picturesque landscape in front of
Oh.
you.
If ever we're gonna get
Hey.
a break, Dawkins gonna go and he's gonna love exploring this forest.
Rashawn just takes a deep breath in, just. Ah, it's so nice to be back home.
I
Are we in the place now? I'm
Uh,
sorry.
you missed the description. You missed the description of the environment. But
Might
yeah.
be. My mom asked me to watch the kid.
Of course.
You're good. But yeah, give you a brief description of what I just said. Beautiful landscapes. You guys are in forested environment that slightly elevated, so you can see. So you can be able to see down below in more forest. Small rocky plateaus that of higher elevation with more forest on top, and rivers that just kind of pass through the land and off of these plateaus into waterfalls you can see in the distance. Again, very pretty. And on top of that, with your height and elevation, you can also see just the spires of the capital, Thelios, in the distance while you guys are making your way through.
Giant.
Would
Yep.
I be able to, as we are doing this ascent, would I be able to cast Primeval Awareness, like, just as we're, just like going up this thing and Dawkins just like staring off into the beautiful landscape?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. Let me get out my notes and see what I have in the area. Actually,
'Cause-
nothing dangerous, but there are. I don't need once you guys go exploring, and I won't even see them unless you guys really want to. Yeah, you do get a general sense of no demons.
Good.
No demons, thankfully. Or fiends, I should specify.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
fiends,
yeah. No feeds.
thankfully. You do get senses of monstrosities, but those are kind of like just around you in just random areas. You may get like groups of like maybe 2 or 3, some by themselves. Yeah, this is usual behavior for more more animalistic monstrosity creatures that are just kind of just part of nature, naturally.
Ooh, nice. See what you did there. Yeah, that's what I was. Because Dalkin was just thinking about, like, you know, last time we went up, like, towards more elevated surfaces, we got attacked by a bunch of Perytons for no particular reason, you know.
Well, it's more that you guys are on an elevated surface and you're kind of, going down.
Oh, okay.
Very slight, but it's kind of like, rolling hills and mountainsides. Or, well, not really mountainsides, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a decline.
Yeah. Kind of like, a way to imagine it, kind of like, the large force of like the Midwest or the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. And Dalkin will, like, because I assume Vashana is, like, just flying on her. And where's Angelina? Is Angelina flying on the broom as well, or?
I mean, if
Yeah.
Rashana would want her to. Yeah,
They-
she'd be riding on the broom, arms around Vashana's waist, taking in the landscape as well.
Yeah.
They're basically cuddling on the broom.
Mm.
Yeah, she's got her chin on Vashana's shoulder, just looking ahead.
And Dalkin will smile as he looks and sees it. And he's like, Vashana, so how long did you live? Because I know you said you lived, like, in a couple places. You lived, like, not here, and then you lived, like, here. How long did you live in this place for? Not the other place where you were, like, there was, like, tornadoes or something.
Well, the place where I spent most of my childhood, as she just kind of points in the opposite direction of where they're traveling, a little bit more east than anything, was the wild seas on the other side of the continent. But most of my teenage years I spent here in Thelios, so maybe a good 7 years.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah, the wild seas would be oddly enough, looking at a map, you always point to the west because that's where the wild seas usually are. But then you forget. Oh right, point left, they're closer that way.
Yeah,
Point east, they're closer that way. Map just weird.
yeah.
Earth flat,
So,
as we know.
I heard that this Thelios place is where a lot of elven people are, and you told me that you said that you spend a lot of your life around here.
Yes.
How many other cat guitars live around here?
Cat guitars?
What did you just say, Hank?
You mean Kalashtas?
That one.
I'm the only one that I know of.
Okay.
I haven't been
it's-
very exposed to the Kalashtar people.
It's almost like with you hear Prince Connor talking in the front. It's almost like with Azamars. They're very, very uncommon and far and few between.
I've never met another
Yeah, I was-
shifter, so
You know, it's because
And I don't think I've met another dwarf.
I certainly have.
besides for tank art, I haven't met very many minotaurs either. So I mean, like, you think they're all, like, segregating us on purpose?
No, I think you're just spread out a lot. Or you haven't been to places where Minotaurs frequent.
Well, the unfortunate thing about Hostel was that it was a very barren continent, in all honesty, with its harsh winters there. Especially if you go even farther north, where, if I remember correctly, are where most of the Minotaurs reside, since they can take the cold weather.
Oh yeah, Hostel's very nice. It's like that cold climate. Oh,
It was originally more of a besides the dwarven capital that was there around the time that Nazrul was created. It was more of a human settlement, from what I remember. Gosh, the thing about that history is as old as time itself. But that's neither here nor there. Mainly, the point I'm trying to get across is many races you won't see, other than some of the more humanoid races, are also from in Hostel. But once you actually get out of it, it starts to open up a lot more.
I can't wait to go to Delios and not talk at all and see a bunch of cool people I won't be able to talk to because they'll yell at me.
That's only going to be Mother. Most people are very kind.
Wait, not all of them are
What do
gonna.
you say?
Not all of them are gonna be like. Not all of them are gonna be like your mom. Well, I guess you did say
No.
that they lived here for quite a while, so.
Yes, Mother is one of the old drow women. They tend to be a bit more aggressive and rooted in their past. But most of the young folk are very reasonable and very kind.
How many of these drows live above ground?
There's quite a booming population, but not a lot like Mother's age. Most are the newer generation.
Okay,
How
okay.
common is it to see, say, someone who's not of elven descent in Zelios?
There's a few people, but
Would you like to make a history check to know what kind of races do live there?
Oh.
I will give you advantage.
An 11.
And,
So.
and DC's low because you're from there. Just wanna. It is majority humans, elves, half elves are the majority of the races there. But you do know of a couple that have boomed within the past few years that you've been there.
Turtle?
With a connection of one thing I should know is that there's a connection with the Feywilds a bit in Thelios, or not Thelios, but in I'm getting my Valash. I'm saying all the things in the continent of Valash more than other places. So there are actually some more fey creatures. You know that there are centaurs and satyrs that are actually a part of the capital as well. You know that there are actually some goblinoid races that are actually part of the population as well that you know as Verdan. That are actually what you know with their intelligence, you know that they actually make up a good portion of some scholars in actually in Thelios. Most of them do. In recent years, actually, you do also know of two other races that have actually come from the Feywilds. One being actually fairies, though those are few and far between. But you do know that there are some establishments that have actually fairies that have come from the Feywilds to the material plane.
That's interesting.
And also Herringons, which are also a bit more rare, like fairies are, rabbit people that also do show up inside of Thelios from time to time. And while you know it's not known, there are also some dwarves that live within Thelios, but the stipulation between elves and dwarves is still relatively known even here. So
yeah.
Just depends on the people, but it's mainly it's still pretty segregated as far as like the majority, but there are a few interesting races within the walls.
We got some up and coming races. I like to hear that.
Vashana will go. Well, it's mainly humans and elves and their offspring. But the Feywilds are very prevalent here. So we have, I think you'll be interested, Dulkin. There's some centaurs and satyrs.
A what?
They're half horse, half man.
That's disgusting.
Half goat, half man.
That's even worse. Oh my god.
Pick one. Don't be.
Poor,
Pick one. Don't
poor
don't be.
fellers.
Wow, fucking equine racism.
There's, at the college, there's actually a few scholars. They're goblin race. I believe they're called Vedans. Oh, and there's a small settlement of fairies actually, and occasionally we see some Herringdons. They're little bunny rabbit people.
Oh, I've never met it. I've never heard of any of these things. So I'm very excited. Get to know all of them.
It's a
Rabbit
very
people, you
beautiful
say?
place. No, you cannot eat them.
I was actually
And-
just about to ask.
They sound new
Oh.
to the compendium.
There, there are there are a few dwarves as well, but you know how dwarves get around elves. Most of them are either horny old fucks or hate elves.
Suppose
What
that
do you
there'd be any
mean?
dwarves in that at all. I didn't think that they'd be able to
Yeah.
stand all the elves, to be honest.
There's
Oh.
a few who keep to themselves.
So I wanted to say a little bit earlier, whenever you were talking about horse people and goat people,
Mm-hmm.
and then whenever Dolkeen was all like, "Oh, that sounds terrible," I wanted to say, "Yeah, I'm with the cow on this one. Any more farm animal people? And that's crazy." But these rabbit people sound kind of interesting. Are they really small? Are they like real rabbits, or do they just have some like rabbit-like features?
Clea, please tell me it's like a little bunny rabbit, but he's got like a tiny sword in his mouth.
Do they have
No.
booba?
They're about the size of gnomes.
Do they
Yeah.
have 8 booba?
No, they're relatively small. They're like gnome-sized, but they don't hold the swords in their mouth. They hold the swords in their hands, like you and I would.
All right, I
They
mean,
have hands.
all right, I guess that still sounds kind of cute. I don't mean to derail this conversation, but we're getting like I assume it's getting nighttime, closer to nighttime out here as we've been traveling. Is it not? How long? I thought,
We should be
Oh,
in Thelios
you-
within the hour, Dolkin.
oh, I thought it was like an 8-hour
It's-
trip.
No, it's 6 hour, but
Oh,
you'd be
okay.
there by mid afternoon. It's still probably around noontime, right around.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember when we landed, so I was just like,
Now. It was late morning, like 10.
oh yeah.
So actually, like 9 or 10. So you'd probably be there like probably 4 or 5 in the day.
Yeah, I thought we landed because I don't remember. I thought we landed in the afternoon, and so okay,
No,
never
you
mind
land
then.
in the morning.
But
We-
Dolky
should
does
be in
want someone
Thelios
to use
within a
prestidigitation
couple
on him.
hours.
No, one last thing, Vashona.
Hi.
Do you guys? I know elves are pretty proficient in different kinds of magic, and I
Aye.
imagine magic flows a lot through your guys' culture.
Hi. Especially the high elves.
Do you guys have any public libraries for which
Oh.
I could actually learn something,
Oh
Can-
yes.
or just research a little bit so that they could help in any investigation coming up?
Hank, I don't think
Yes,
I've ever seen you
there-
read anything.
there
You know,
is
I didn't know I could read until yesterday, Dolkeen.
Oh,
Yes, Hank, there is a public library as well as one at the university you should be able to access.
Interesting.
and could somebody
imagine
make
they
me smell
don't.
fruity before we show up? Because I'm tired of smelling like sea.
And if you can't access the one at the university, I'm sure both Angelina and I should be able to get you in.
I
Interesting.
think Hank wants to look at the book.
I know. It's a little bit out of my character, but you know, there's something speaking to me, and maybe I could learn a thing or two while I'm here. At least
There are many a book on various types of magic. What are you looking for, Hank? Evocation, conjuration, illusion, maybe?
Necromancy.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about necromancy, but I imagine that y'all, you
No,
nightmare people aren't going to
No, there's actually
stoop so low.
there's actually quite a bit of necromancers.
Are you
um,
serious?
Mainly our healers. There should be at least a tome or two on necromancy.
I may actually have to look into these. I was thinking about just checking out maybe some illusion magic. You know, play a couple tricks on somebody maybe one day.
I had one illusion spell that I've always wanted to try, but I've never been able to figure out. It just completely obscures you from view. It makes you invisible.
That would certainly help with me Hank stealth.
Angelina casts invisibility on Hank because she has that spell.
And then Hank, he's all like this? Like he already knows it, but Angelina cast it really,
She was very
like,
swift.
quietly.
She can't subtle spell, so she actually goes through the motions to cast it. But
You know what?
Vashana's turned around.
Hold on.
13 said, "Huh."
She is kind of like, you know, just like trying not to move her hands, so just like he just like moves it and casts invisibility on you.
Vashana immediately recognizes it as invisibility and is like, "Oh wow, Hank! I didn't know you could cast that spell."
Oh,
Hank, when did you start casting spells?
You know, while we were on the boat, I just thought I'd wave my hands around, you know, speak a little gibberish, and all of a sudden I started becoming invisible.
And Vashana's gonna mind link with Angelina and is like, "Thank you so much for playing with him."
She just a playful poke to your side.
Didn't know I had it in me. Maybe I'm a natural born magic user.
That's amazing, Hank.
I mean,
Yeah,
keep it up, Hank. Maybe he'll be as good as Estelar and me one day.
I'm already better.
And not quite.
I certainly can't make it myself invisible.
Hank flexes while invisible.
When he flexes, Vashana still mind link. Drop it now.
She does. She drops concentration the moment you say that.
Hank completely naked.
Oh!
And Vashana's just like, you know, you don't have to take your clothes off for that spell.
Yeah, but what if I did?
You can put them back on. You're not invisible anymore.
Please cover it up.
Alright. I know you guys don't want to see it, but if you did.
No, I really don't
No.
want to see it.
Okay, alright, I'll put the clothes back on. Alright, putting the clothes back on.
Anyways.
Maybe I could go to that library to learn a little bit more about the elven cultures and whatnot, and maybe educate myself to be more accurately racist.
Well, I can give you a general rundown so you know which races to be more racist to before we get there. We do have a bit of time.
And then, like,
the prince in the prince in the front's like, please do not do any of that.
Vashana just laughs.
please do not teach the race that is most racist to be more racist. I think we'll be okay.
I would like to make a good first impression coming into the city.
I don't know if you guys heard, but like, I'd like to make a good impression as well. Could one of you make me not smell like stinky sea?
Vashana just sort of gently elbows Angelina.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Yeah, Angelina does cast prestidigitation. You know what? She'll do it on everyone, because now that once Dolkin, you get that smell off of you, you're like
Oh,
there's-
thank God.
wait, I still smell it.
It's
Oh, sorry, that's me.
And then she just does a quick magic wash down on everyone to remove the salty air that still lingers on your guys' clothes and around you.
Oh, thank God. Thank you,
And
Angelina.
now you start smelling beautiful forest.
Thank you, Angelina. You're a lifesaver.
I try. Alrighty. But if you guys are, unless you guys have anything you would like to talk about, the day does progress thoroughly well as the sun does dip a little more into the day. It does get slightly darker with the sun starting to dip onto the western side of the sky. But you do eventually start getting closer and closer to Thelios as the woods around you start to die down slightly, and you come into a large open clearing of a field that leads straight towards the northwestern wall of Thelios.
As we get closer, Vashana's gonna call down to Conrad and be like, Your Highness, if you could, before we actually go and meet Mother, could you show the boys how to do a proper bow? And I'll show Estelar how to do a proper curtsy.
We'll make a quick stop once we get inside. I don't think we need to go immediately. Well, we don't need to go immediately to the council.
Just, I would like to see Mother as soon as possible. You understand?
I understand, yes.
The
But
prince
as you guys are walking, you guys exit this clearing, and now that you guys have moved a little down far south and far a little more to the east, you can see those same hills and plateaus lined with trees and forest, elevated and surrounding this almost like a little valley around the area. Uh, on the right, as you guys are entering, looking at the northeastern walls and small settlements around the wall. You can see again that sparse grassland with blooming seasonal flowers, lakes that small little lakes and ponds that kind of make up various different parts of the environment as well. And to the left, you can see about the same thing, with more of a covering of cliff sides, making up the left side of the outer perimeter of Thelios. As you get closer, you can see that it is a walled off city. You see a large, just a complete. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember what the stone name is. I'm looking through my notes. Almost like a white cobblestone walls that line up with immediate 4 distinct pyres on each quadrant of the city. Why am I forgetting names? Vashana, you would know these quadrants to be. Looking through my notes again. Where the fuck did I put the name?
You mean like pyres like that are separating like different parts of the city, or
No, well, you don't know yet, but Vashana, you know that they do not separate the city. Thelios itself is a walled city that you know that it has the council. To put into perspective, you have the council center, where a lot of the head politicians, head clergymen for various religions. Obviously, the matriarchy are within a sort of like how Nazrul has the castle walled off from the rest. But unlike that, there are no like housing districts around the actual castle inside this walled section in the middle of the city that you guys can actually see it, because it is slightly elevated to actually peek over the wall as it does go up a little, and you can see it is a massive city as well. That is entirely just a business center, and apart from that and the outer wall that makes up the entire perimeter, Thelios does not have any walls inside. Actually, everything is open, with many town squares, several places that are either businesses, homes, entertainment districts, religious districts. It's a massive city with just about anything you could think of within inside of it. And the pyres are actually what are the magical institutions actually. That you know are the 4 main magical institutions on various different sections of the city.
And are they pyres or spires? So like a pyre is a burning fire.
Yeah, it's
I
like
meant
something that you-
spire. Yeah,
Okay.
they are spires. Sorry.
Okay.
They are spires that are thin at the top with kind of just a singular point that then come down into get thicker and larger as it goes down and meets up with the wall.
Yeah, so there's just 4 massive towers that adorn the
Yes.
wall. Got
Yes,
it.
and that is where the magical institutions of the city are. One is for divination. Let me look for my notes again. One is for divination.
mm-hmm.
One is for enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
One is for illusion, and the other. Sorry. The other was for do abjuration.
Abjuration. Okay.
Yes.
Ah,
And you know that you know, do me a history check actually to see if you would know this.
Bubble 17.
17.
17. You know that one of the council women, one of the matriarchy women there are actually in charge of that. It is actually, ironic enough, the high elf. It is the high elf matriarchy that is in charge of the magical of those 4 magical institutions.
Okay.
But with a previous role before, you don't remember her name. You just know she's in charge of that.
Which one did I study at?
I don't think you. Well, I don't think you studied at any of them. Your magic was kind of just self-trained.
Okay. I did go to one of the universities for a little while. The Blue Serpents Mage College.
Right. Oh, the Blue Serpents Mage College. That would be the. Let's see. It was enchantment. I said enchantment, illusion,
Enchantment, illusion, abjuration,
divination, and abjuration.
Yeah.
That would be the abjuration college.
All right. Yeah. So Vishana will, basically go. So the large building in the center is my home. That's where the matriarchy lives.
Mm-hmm.
And the 4 large pillars, each one is a different college for a different school of magic.
Oh, Hank, I
The
don't know if you're gonna
closest-
be able to see all that.
The closest one is the Blue Serpents. That is the one where I trained. It is, all of them are controlled by the High Elf Matriarch. I forget her name.
Is she nice?
Yes, actually. She's very kind. Very knowledgeable.
Oh, well, I don't. Well, I'm kind of curious as to. So you said that there's 4 of them. What do they? Do they all do different things, or is it just kind of like, just different
Yes.
schools for different? Oh, okay.
Each one teaches a specific school of magic.
Oh,
And so more than
Which-
4 schools of magic.
which one of
There
them
are,
is
yes.
necromancy for Hank?
Oh, there is no necromancy college. There's only conjuration, abjuration, divination, and illusion.
People just don't appreciate our craft.
Necromancy is not widely taught. Those are the 4 natural magics that most elven people acquire through their bloodline.
With that history check, I'd also say you'd know that magic like that would be run by the run by the religious sections within the city, more the churches. That's more their area of expertise.
If you do want to learn necromancy, though, Hank, I would recommend checking in with the churches. That's their purview.
Ironically.
Well,
A lot of clerical and paladin magic does fall under necromancy, oddly enough. It's more they don't have more of the I guess say atrocious necromancy spells that people could learn.
I mean, like, if somebody dies, like, I wouldn't want somebody I know to die. I want to. So I mean, like, I could like give it a pass.
Pulls out the diamond. Over the necromancy.
And as you guys are moving through, sorry that I'm giving these explanations of the city. I get excited when I start explaining stuff about my world.
Well, I'm excited listening,
You're
Isaiah. So
excited.
keep explaining, because I'm
Okay.
writing it down.
Gotcha. Okay, but outside of the walls, which are fairly large, you do also see the way that you are going. There is only a road that leads to the area that you're going to, which is the northeastern, to the northeastern side of this large wall, which does appear from what you know, Vashana, which you would tell us this, where it does have only 1 gate. But on the other side of the wall, on the other side of the city, there are more gates that lead outside the city. It's just that this area just leads to Sandridge, so there's really no need for them to have, more gates other than on the southern and western side.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of the walls, you can already see them as you're passing through. There are also large farmlands that take up a lot of the area of that surrounds Thelios, and settlements that are kind of just like spackled around a little. Just 10 to 20 houses that you can just see within the area that all have roads that connect themselves that all lead to just small little, I guess maybe not settlement, but something close to that just has houses and wooden log cabins around the actual city, kind of just having like
I was gonna say like a little
neighborhoods
neighborhood.
around, yeah, like
Yeah.
neighborhoods around like a major large city. They're just kind of like more outside of the perimeter. And as you're walking through, you definitely see farmlands, beasts of burden, and you can see definitely mainly humans that you can see that are humans and half elves and elves that are kind of like working. Not many elves, but definitely humans and half elves. You do also see as people are bringing in carts, passing the crossing through. There are actually some, oddly enough, a little bit of traffic as you guys are going through, as the prince does eventually have to stop every now and again to let a cart pass by that is just kind of going through. You do see a gold dragonborn actually
Ooh.
that is just kind of like on a cart with kind of like some like blue overalls on and a bit of a comedically altered straw hat that he has his horns through, little bit of a piece of wheat in his mouth, kind of tips his hat to you guys as he passes through.
Awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen a gold dragon before. So I mean, Dalkin's
No,
pretty impressed
tip.
by that.
Yeah, Astellar will give him a little wave.
Yeah, I'll also tip. I don't think I have
Tip.
a hat.
Yeah,
Thanks.
do the motion of it.
Yeah, I'll do the motion of tipping a hat without actually having a hat.
Oh, it is very peaceful here. Huh. This really does take me. This really does take me back to when I last visited when I was younger.
I don't think Thelios has had a war in a long while.
Well, wars are more. Let's see if I can remember that continent's name. God, I can't remember my own fucking things. There it is. Well, wars outside. Well, what's outside of the main main continent of Krusted with different provinces fighting for power there, and outside of Chasta with how their people work there. I don't really think there's been any major wars since since the big war with the Dreaded King 3,000 years ago. Honestly,
Wow.
at least none worldwide.
I didn't. Oh, it's been that long.
And Vishana just gets a headache at the mention of that.
Well, there are no places that do not have conflict between differing parties, but as far as I know, nothing that is major, massive wars. Maybe smaller wars between smaller areas, but other than that, nothing massive.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like me and my mom, my dad, and a lot of people we had some misgivings with the Drow underground. Not sometimes they were less peaceful.
Well,
A lot of hitting.
most of the drow above the surface have come to an agreement with the rest of the races.
I will withhold judgment until I see for myself. But I am excited.
As you guys are still moving through, as the area around starts to get a little more dense with more log cabins, as you guys are getting within about a half a mile of the outer wall and the gates, and you can tell that the outer wall to Thelios itself is at least what you can tell maybe 100 to 150 feet tall. if it's a very high wall, but it starts getting more into like an actual little like small town, just outside of the wall. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Hell yeah.
21. Almost natural 20.
Let me see if I can change the music to something.
A big
else.
14.
Let's see what we got. We've got 21, 15, 18, 14. Perfect. You all notice this. Let me just change up the little music a little bit more. What would be? What about this? Change of scenery. Does that fit? Can't hear yet.
I hear birds chirping.
Hear birds. Oh, this sounds adorable.
Maybe not that. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying to put a mood to what I want, but it's nothing dire. That'll do. As you guys are moving along and through city, or not the city, through this small little settlement, you're passing by homes and small businesses and coming into a little bit of a like dirt like center with a well in the middle, and that kind of leads into different into like 4 different crossroads that lead throughout and around the wall. Let me turn that down. The music a little
So
bit
was
more.
there was no like guards posted up, right? Like
none that you've really seen. No.
And don't
We're
get me
kind of like
I-
not really in like huge settlement. You said this is just like small, sort of like
Yeah, it's like
neighborhood like
it's like
area.
yeah, kind of like small. You do see that they're like maybe some like smaller like businesses. Like obviously, like immediately going through, you can immediately point out which building is the tavern for people to go to.
there's
it's
drunk
like-
people outside.
It's like suburbs.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's like suburbs.
Yeah, and ain't no guards in the suburbs.
Mm.
You don't see
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
don't-
cops in the suburbs.
You don't hang out in the ghetto. This is just you can't hang out here.
But you guys do see as you guys are moving through and getting into this little bit of a center in this little area, you do see a bit of a small crowd of like maybe 20 to 30 people. Well, I guess not really small. A good crowd of like maybe 20 to 30 people of elven, human. Again, obviously now you're seeing it. A couple dragonborn, and and gnomes as well, just kind of like gathered around one building. And you hear murmuring, looking around, and I'll give it to you, Vashana, since you had the highest roll. You do see it does seem to be about like a 2-story home, like a log cabin that looks similar to all the rest, but you do see that there is a guard posted actually with his back to the front door that is currently open. He does have a spear in hand that is kind of like just corralling the crowd, just like seems there's a commotion going around in front of this house.
Vishana will cry out from up above. Oi, what seems to be the issue here?
With the crowd, with the crowd kind of just murmuring and like trying to get. They all look like they're all talking at once to this guard who's trying to feed answers as best he can. You do see what looks to be a half-elven woman. This kind of like turn to you guys as you guys are starting to like get up towards them, and she'll just look between like the crowd and you guys, just kind of like not wanting to leave, but at the same time, oh, new people.
Yeah,
I want to be here to hear answers, but at the same time, new people, new travelers.
Yeah, Vishana's gonna float down to her, this woman who's looking at us.
Would you guys want Conrad to stop the cart so you guys could go as well?
If you would not mind, could we be like, Conrad, come, I see there's do you mind pulling over for a second so we can see what's happening over here?
Yes. Very, very odd. As he does stop the cart and let you guys hop off. He does stay on, but just kind of like watches you guys from from the distance as you get whoever wants to hop off and go to the crowd.
Well, Dokin seeing gnomes, he wants to know firstly what they're doing here and what's going on. So that is his first goal, is to head towards the gnomes.
Then I'll head
Estelar is
behind.
also curious.
I'll head behind Dolkeen out the car or cart.
Yeah. Vashana, you and Angelina land first next to this elven woman who kind of just like steps away from the crowd a little bit, still kind of like eyeballing the one guard who's trying to just calm everyone down. And she kind of like looks to you. She's got very like kind of like auburn hair with green eyes, a little bit of freckles on the face, kind of with like some like a simple like dulled kind of maroon skirt with a green top.
That's
Kinda
very
looks at you, it's
pretty.
like- yeah, and she starts talking as like the rest of you follow behind. It's like, oh, I've never seen all of you here before. Welcome. Sorry, we're having a bit of trouble in the town right now.
Vishana will just do a quick courtesy. Ah, hello, Vishana, daughter of Azio.
He goes bug-eyed when you say that. So like you just told her like you're one of the Kardashians or something.
Yeah.
Then I'll hold out my hand and say, Han Cumberbeard, son of my dad.
Yeah, she immediately like looks to you and like goes to shake your hand. Hank. She immediately starts like her hand shaking a bit, like looking at Vashana, like.
It's quite all right. Please tell me what's going on.
Yes. What happened here is there's been there's some rumors going on, and Mr. Ben, who lives here with his wife, they haven't been seen around for quite a few days. So someone went to go in, and well, they didn't really say what they found, but they got the guards and they're investigating. I think something might have happened.
Goodness. I've been off continent for a while. Has this been happening for some time?
Oh, yeah, actually, she's like looking between you and like the crowd as they're still, conversing with the guard. Not to bring our troubles onto new adventurers like you, but there's been some oddities happening within the town actually. People seem to have been going missing a little bit recently.
Vashana will gently grab one of her hand and place one of her hands over top of it and just goes, "Please, this is my home as well. I wish to be of help."
Oh, well, I really don't know. I mean, I only really started really piecing it together once everyone started gathering around here. But I am a little worried. Some people have gone missing within the town, and one of them was actually my older brother, which I thought he was just off maybe doing a job, but he hasn't been back in a couple days, and it's got me a little worried. So it's just kind of like rubs her fingers together, a little bit nervous.
I understand. We will look into it.
And
I had some concerns as well.
And as you're talking, you hear another guard come out, a little bit of a larger burly man, who just kind of like steps out, closes the door, and next to this other guy that probably looks like a trainee in comparison to him, just kind of like calls out, it's like, "All right, everyone, we're handling the situation right now. Please calm yourselves. Go back to your homes. We will take care of business here. Please do not fret. There's nothing to worry about. All right, please dismiss yourselves." As the crowd begrudgingly kind of like calms down, you see people kind of like separating, going different ways. You see
Shuffle out of there.
Yeah. You see another half another older half-elven man, kind of like walk up to you guys, kind of like with a little bit of a handlebar mustache, really burly and thick, a little bit of long hair. Kind of comes up to this lady. He's like, come now, Stacy. Let's head back home. He kind of like looks to all of you and gives a bit of a nod to all of you. Hello there.
Forgive me. And she'll do a curtsy again.
my,
Vashana,
my, go
Lady
ahead.
Vashana, daughter of Atio.
This man also goes bug-eyed.
and
Uh,
and then
this man also goes bug-eyed hearing that. He's like, and then grabs the lady who is named Stacy. He's like, well, my daughter was giving any trouble there, my lady, was she?
No, not at all, not at all. She was
Don't
providing,
embarrass me in front of the new the travelers.
she was providing some valuable information. If I may ask your name as well, sir.
Oh, Roderick is my name.
Ladrick.
Oh, good to meet you. As he doesn't go to shake your hand, he immediately just bows right there then, and then reaches up and grabs the top of his daughter's head and just bows it too.
Raise your heads, please. I am not anyone you need to bow to.
Oh, yes, my lady. As he immediately gets back up, and you can see like Stacy is like it looks embarrassed by him a little bit.
How red is her face?
Not red, more just ugh.
Okay.
and Hank is gonna go over. He's gonna say, well, he's gonna say like, V, you're not gonna, fuck, you're not gonna introduce your good friends to all these new people. And then I hold out my hand and say, man, Hank Emberbeard, son of me dad.
Oh, well, good to meet you, man, Hank. As he grabs your hand.
Man,
That's
I
what he
mean, they
said.
said lady, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not a
he
lady,
said-
so I'm a man.
No,
Man,
he
Dude,
said
Hank
he said
Emberbeard.
man. He said man, Hank Emberbeard. He's like,
Man, Hank Emberbeard.
little bit of an odd name, but good to meet you.
You can just simply call him Hank. And these are my compatriots. Dolkin,
Dawkins is just over there, just like hanging out with the gnomes, waiting to ask them questions. He's listening to this before he wants to ask them questions.
Well, they're kind of dispersing and
Oh, are they?
going their separate ways.
Oh well, then
unless
never mind.
you
I'm
wanna,
gonna,
like
never mind, I'm gonna
go and
out.
run up to them. But they're kind of just commoners that just live here. So that their questions are like, "How are you here?" It's like, "I live here.
I want to know how they would have gotten here.
I was born here."
Oh,
yeah, we have a thriving population of gnomes, Dolkin.
that's just.
But
It's weird.
this is Dolkin, Estelar, and you've met Hank, and Angelina.
Are you forgetting someone? You're getting two people actually.
And Maul the Spider, and Conrad over in the cart.
He's like a good 30, 40 feet away from you guys. Do you just point?
Yeah, just over my shoulder casually, just point.
that way over there in the distance.
Yeah. You just see him. He got off the car and just kind of like petting the horses a little bit. Just like he just looks over to you guys as you guys point, just like waves. Goes back to the horses.
They're my companions who have been traveling off continent.
Oh, well, if you work for one of the ladies herself, hey, perhaps you can help us with this little problem that we're having around here.
I was just about to ask you if you could give me the details, as I would inform my mother as to the situation.
Yeah, well, the guards are being a bit stingy with the details, but old Mike thought he found something in this home. They took him inside the city to ask him about things, and they came here themselves, but they're not saying much. I thought it was only coincidences that maybe some people were gone, but a couple of the men that were around here have actually not been seen. That'll include my son Gregory as well.
The men? any women?
As far as I can tell, none of the ladies have been gone for quite a while. I mean, I don't keep tabs with many of the ladies and men here, but it has been noticeable. We have about, maybe I can think on the top of my head. Not really think about it. We've had about a good 10 men who have just up and disappeared.
Well, I have a very important mission for you then. I require a list of names of every individual who has gone missing as of late. Sent it to my mother's chambers.
Well, you maybe need to give me a bit of time to probably grab and see who exactly of us still isn't here. But I can probably do that for you.
Take your time.
Maybe if you
Whenever
get me
get to it.
maybe if you get me till tonight, I can go to some of the other folks around here and see if they know who's missing. But
Thank
my
you, sir.
my knowledge is unfortunately limited right now.
Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. And she'll reach into her pocket and give him a platinum.
Oh, he kind of coughing. Mighty generous of you, my lady.
Of course, you've done a wonderful service for your countrymen and kinfolk.
Why'd you ask him to send the names to her bedroom and not just her?
Her chambers, where she lives, like where I live.
Well, could I might need her to give me a location. I rarely go inside of the city.
To the Hall of the Matriarchs.
Guys.
That's not an address, Vashana.
Well, I'm sure I could get a card. Yeah, he kind of like looks around. It's like, yes, I can do that. Come, Stacy.
So you said that you need about like half a day. Well, we have prior business that we could. Rashana, we have prior business that we could go and do in about half a day. How about we say that we come back, get that letter, and then we start helping you sort this out. That way you don't have to worry about like the letter getting lost or
Aye.
We could do that, Tolkien, yes.
Is that-
Or yeah.
He's gonna take time to repair it anyways, and we'll probably be back here. So at least if he holds on to it, there's no chance of like it going missing, and then he has to like remake the list or.
Yes, where is the guard station here?
As he kind of like looks as he's looking back. Oh, the guards. Not really a lot of guard stations around this area. Sometimes the guards pass through to make sure nothing's going awry, but you probably want to go to the gate. There's a small guardhouse of 4 of the guards. He actually points to the 2 guards that are they're still kind of like discussing with one another in hushed whispers at the porch of this house. Those 2 are part of that small guardhouse, so you could probably ask them questions if you like.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Happy to be of help wherever I can.
If there is a place that would work better for you to meet us. Or if you just want to leave the message with the guards, the guard.
Oh, if you go down the street just a little bit, also the way of the guards of the little guard station we have, there's a tavern that we'll go to. It's called the Golden Sapling. That's usually a hangout spot around here.
Very well. We will return. Well, at the very least, one of us will be here later this afternoon.
Well, mighty appreciated. Well, if you, I will run around, and I will go and grab some names for all of you fine folk.
Thank you so very much.
Well, thank you. Now, if we can find out what's going on around here, maybe some of us can rest easy for once.
Of course, that is our goal.
All right, now let's go, Stacy. Maybe we can finally buy you that pony that you wanted so badly. He said, really? Yeah. See, and they start walking away.
No, you idiot. I'm going to
Pony? Not even with this 1 platinum that we have now.
I'm going to spend this on crack cocaine, you idiot.
As they're walking away, Vashana just cries out, "If you can't, let me know."
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, and with that, what do you guys? Before we take a quick break, what are you guys going to do?
I think we'll talk to the guards a little bit. and then
if
make
we're
our
allowed
way
to.
into Telios.
They're still kind of just standing there a little bit, just talking with each other.
Yep.
They're a little too far away for you to hear them even with a perception check.
Yeah, Vishana will
Oh.
approach.
Well, Dalkin will like kind of nudge at Hank and be like, "Hey, Hank.
I
Well, I mean, like, isn't this like a perfect time for you to do your thing? Like, apparently there's like something going on in our house, and I mean, if there's any one of us who might,
And they won't let anyone in. And Hank,
And-
you've got
and
a
you're-
bit of that Hank
you're
stance.
pretty good at getting in
I
places you're
did
not
have
supposed to
that
be."
little bit of Hank still.
Vishana will go, I'll see if I can get permission first. But if I can't, then you can head
Permission.
stealth.
Weak.
This is my home. I would rather not get
Well,
in trouble.
well, this isn't your home. Your home. You said your home's over there.
This is still a part of Thelios.
Angelina just kind of like puts a hand on Dolkin's shoulder. It's like, let's not get into semantics about that.
Okay.
You'll only get in trouble if somebody finds out. And I've got a Hank stealth on me side. Nobody gonna find out.
Vishana will approach the guards as Hank is monologuing.
Yeah. And I'll Hank's eyes will be closed, and he'll be like saying, like, talking about how great Hank's stealth is to himself, and
All the while like flexing.
all the while flexing, and Vishana just like walking away. And
Yeah, as you walk up to the guards, Vishana, the slightly taller one who stands about maybe a head over the other guard, just kind of like talking to him. And as you approach, they both kind of like look to you. The older looking one, larger one, kind of is like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry, but we need you to disperse. We're going to be looking at this area for the time being until we can properly get it guarded off."
Lady Vishana, daughter of Atsu, at your service.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Hi, ya. 16.
No, all right. Let me do my own roll. Alrighty. The moment you say that, there's like a pause between the two, as they both look at you, and then immediately they both smack their spears into the ground and stand straight as the older one is like, "Oh, forgive me, ma'am. I did not realize. No, what can we help you with?"
I am inquiring as to your investigation. Please, give me all the details you can at this time, and allow my companion to do his own search of the premise.
Roll me another persuasion check.
Wow.
With advantage again.
Whatcha?
15.
Okay, let me do another roll. Oh, okay. It's like, the older guard kind of like just like, actually, there's two of them. Let me roll for the second one too. Okay. The older guard kind of like looks at you a little bit hesitant as he kind of like, well, you see, that's the details are a bit muddled right now. We don't really know exactly what is. And then the other guard pipes up, like, "Oh, well, there's been a murder." And then immediately the other guy just elbows him in the shoulder as he says
A
that.
body has been discovered!
And we'll take a break there.
I'm gonna go use the restroom.
I
Sounds
also
good.
really need to
Nice.
pee.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some food real quick as the DFAC will close in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go quickly run and get some food.
yeah, you do that.
I've returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. How
course.
far are you in Elden Ring?
Pretty close to the end with my main character, but I just started a new character.
So you could PvP.
No, so I can try out new builds.
Oh. Why don't you just go to
I mean, I could respec, but
Yeah.
then I would have to, go out and farm all the resources to make the improved weapon again, and it's just like, yeah, if I'm gonna spend all that time farming resources, I might as well just make a new character.
I mean, fair enough. I get that.
Early game Souls is like one of the most fun parts for me.
Being underpowered.
Oh yeah, I love early game Souls.
I was doing a lot of the PvP today because I wanted to see what it was like, and it was as bad as I thought it was, which made me laugh quite a bit. Cause man, I don't know if you've PvP'd in it yet.
No, I don't PvP in Souls. I don't like PvP.
Everyone in this game dies in one hit.
Pretty much.
It is probably the worst thing about this game and the best thing about Elden Ring. If I hit somebody with basically any weapon, I will kill them. Or if they hit me with any weapon, I will kill them. Duels are like 10 seconds long. It's like, who hit the other one first?
Yep.
It's pretty good. Like, I don't know if you've got that, that one, like, madness incantation, the one where you grab the person.
No, I don't run incants on my main. On my main, I primarily use the Blade of Fire and Magic.
Understandable.
Because I wanted easy game, which is why I decided to make a new character, because I don't want easy game anymore.
Yeah, just use incantations if you want hard game, and don't use catch flame.
That's what I am doing currently. I'm making a incant build. I just went and picked up the wing scythe, which is one of the better in faith weapons.
Yeah, for faith. Yeah, I have it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I had it all the way to the end of the game.
Back.
Yeah, I need to go get Black Flame and Black Flame Blade still, but I just killed the big dragon to get enough soul to level up.
If you're gonna use the scythe, you don't need Black Flame Blade. You can't buff that weapon.
True, but I'm also gonna go get Godslayer's Greatsword.
Never mind that. Welcome back, Chase.
Because I mean, I already have like 19 strength to use the scythe. I might as well just bump it up one more and bump up dex, like 2 or 3 more, and have a great sword in addition to scythe.
Of course. Yeah, because so this won't matter to you. There's an incantation, where you grab someone and then you make them go mad, and it's my favorite thing for the PvP because it, like, every spell does too much damage. I have hit probably like every single person I've hit with him. I have killed. I have yet to see the highest damage it's done. Well, like, the most HP I've seen someone have is 1700, and it one-shot them.
Damn. Where do you get that incant?
You gotta do someone's questline to get in.
Okay.
But it also only works in PvP. It doesn't work on anybody in PvE.
Fair enough.
So, like, it is the most meaningless. It's the stupidest fucking thing. Because, like, you'll never hit anybody with it unless they get greedy. But like, as soon as they get greedy and then you hit them with it and then they die, and it's just like, it's my fucking favorite thing. You do too much damage in that game. I'm going to be real. PvP, you do too much damage. But PvE, I don't do enough damage. I was literally hitting, like, every boss for, like, 200 through the whole game. But don't use catch flame. That's the only good incantation. Don't use that and you'll have a hard time.
I'm using it right now just because, early game.
It's literally look, Matt, that's the only incantation I used to beat the last boss of the game.
Oh, it's fucking dumb. I know.
It's the only good one. Just don't use it if you want a hard time. But if you want to have a good time, use it because it's good.
Yeah.
That shit's good.
I'm also gonna go fucking cheese and go get that the one fucking the fake incant that you get from the Evergoal,
Mhm.
where it's just that giant fucking flame orb that slowly moves and then explodes.
Yeah, Flame of the Fell God.
Yes, thank you.
It's very good for manipulating AI.
Yeah, I already have more than enough faith to use it. So.
Hey, by the way, um, Matt,
Yes, sir.
and I guess Brandon as well.
Hmm.
But in Monster Hunter Rise, okay,
Mhm.
I can't wear male armor as a woman, or can I?
I don't think you can
I
even make it.
was gonna.
Yeah.
You,
Okay.
you make gender specific armor based on
All
what
right.
gender you are. So.
All right. I was just curious because I
I,
remember
it,
whenever.
it's not like you can make the male armor set and it fits on a female because it just doesn't fit. You know?
Yeah.
You got
And
boobs in the
I
way.
was just saying because I remember whenever I was making a character, and I was thinking about making a male, and like the main reason was because
Oh shit! New Estelar.
oh,
Oh,
is
you
there?
were watching.
I was. I always have my eye on my screens.
Gross.
Yeah, hold on, let me.
That's not even popping up for me. That's how gross it is.
I'll put it here.
Oh no, it's cute as fuck. I love it.
Gross. Why would you want more art?
Oh wait, I forgot you didn't show this to anybody.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
It was only you and then Keith when he saw my phone.
Because I was making a character in Monster Hunter Rise, and I was thinking about making a male, and you told me that like the armor is not gender specific.
Yeah, it's unisex, but you know it is it
What's
fits your It fits your character. You know.
what's
Not
wrong
like-
what's wrong with Bjorn's face? Why is his cheek so
What's the
chubby?
difference?
He's a chubby boy.
He's a little chubby boy. What's wrong with Bjorn having chubby cheeks?
He's got well, this isn't chubby.
What's wrong
this
with
they-
Ma having anime eyes?
well, here's the thing. Anime is disgusting. I would never condone people watching anime.
I also
But
would
like,
never condone anime.
but I wouldn't
It's
condone people
disgusting.
being fat, like Bjorn here with his fat cheeks. Look at them. Look at these cheeks. This motherfucker's hiding nuts in them cheeks.
Matt, what does that mean?
Come on.
What?
What does unisex mean?
What does unisex
What
mean,
is-
Chase?
what- Chase, what do you
it
mean?
Fits all sexes. It goes to any sex. You mean
But-
like
But if the
like
armor
you?
doesn't go to the
It-
other
it-
gender, then it's not unisex.
It fits your character. It doesn't matter what gender you are. But if you've got tits, it's gotta fit your tits.
You know what I was very upset about today?
What's that?
Living.
Well, firstly, living is
I
the
mean,
correct
that-
answer to that question.
That's always not very pug.
Because what I was eating was Arby's, because Dad got Arby's, and man,
Ugh.
fucking, I
You get
understand.
the meat mountain.
I understand why Arby's slogan is "We have to meet" because nobody wants to fucking eat it.
Yeah.
It's
no,
all just
they-
fucking sitting
All
in the
right,
back.
look, we're
That
gonna
shit
go.
is-
We're gonna go to Arby's and get the meat mountain.
That shit is the fucking worst.
But Brandon, we
Agreed.
need to get the meat mountain.
Oh, great. Buy more of their meat that's been sitting there for fucking weeks because no one wants to go to Arby's and eat it.
And-
You don't
and
hear
it's just been-
McDonald's talking about like
It's just been in the vat of barbecue.
it's not even in the fucking barbecue. They just keep it on the. They put it under the fucking hot lamp for like 6 hours, and they were just like, "Yeah, someone will come and eat this shit." What is this fucking? What is this like the most dry roast beef you've ever had in your entire life? Yeah, someone will eat that shit. Our main audience is like old people and people with cancer. Neither of them can taste or enjoy their life. So,
Yes,
It's like
Chase.
everybody who goes to Powerhouse Bakery.
you
I'm
know,
sorry. I'm sorry. If the armor has tits,
It's for females.
does that mean it's for females?
well, technically a male
they are-
could wear it.
The armor fits your character. You can't make armor that doesn't fit your character.
You say fit your character.
If your character has tits, your armor has tits. If your
Is-
character
what-
has a massive, like, 30-foot long schmeat, it's going to fit the massive 30-foot long schmeat.
You
But
get
they're-
the armor
but
that the
they're-
game gives you,
But
and
they're
nothing else.
different. But they're different.
Yeah, it doesn't.
As-
You can't. You don't have the option to make the other gender of armor because it won't fit your character. They didn't code in, hey, this armor doesn't fit your character. They coded in, you want to make this armor? Okay, you need these pieces, and then it fits your character like this.
I don't understand what's so
That-
confusing here, Chase.
Well, because if the armor is gender specific, it's not unisex.
But you can make the same set of armor, it just looks slightly different depending on if you're a man or a woman.
When I have a skirt, my man character doesn't wear skirts.
The Rathian armor has a skirt, no matter what gender you wear.
Does it?
Yes. Because Rathian is the queen of the wyverns, which is why you wear a queen outfit.
I don't understand what was so hard about that, Chase. Just make the armor you want to fucking wear. Forehead.
Fixed head.
I don't understand. Just make the armor, Chase. If you want to wear armor, you're gonna be able to put it on. It's Monster Hunter. They're not gonna limit your fucking creativity.
Yeah.
Just make the armor.
If you want to wear a Rathian skirt with like a Juroth head, fucking go for it.
You'll look bad, and I'll judge you, but you
And
can do it.
your stats will be dog
Oh yeah,
shit.
your skills will suck, and I'll kick you from my group. But like, you can do it.
Yeah, and you can even use like the hunting horn, and then we'll like kill you in real life
All right,
because that weapon's cheeks.
understandable.
I mean, it's cheeks only if you don't already have a support.
Yeah, but like, you don't need a support if you could just do more damage.
I mean, some of the later game fights, it's very nice to have a support. At
Yeah.
the very least, a friendship build.
Mm.
Like in Monster Hunter World, my primary is friendship build with damage.
Yeah, and guess
No.
what? Your friendship is good and all, but like, what if we were all doing like over 1,000 damage a hit? Like we were just
yeah,
fucking.
but if you're just fucking cheeks and then you just
Oh,
get your
well,
cheeks
yeah.
clapped,
Yeah, that is
if you
true.
get your cheeks clapped, and you're sitting there like middle of the fight, you can't get out of it, and your cheeks are like sufficiently clapped, and you've got like a sneeze of health left, and then I just drink a mega potion in like 2 seconds,
Mhm.
and it gives it all to you as well,
Mm.
and then you're back to full health, and you can continue to clap cheeks. I
Mhm.
mean, there
I
we
mean,
go.
that is nice. At that point,
You
you
know.
kick that dumbass from the game for being so bad. You don't want them to get the EXP. That's my armor.
You don't even get a EXP; you just get pieces, and it's not like universal pieces. It's all each person gets their own.
Oh, that's even more hilarious if you would kick them mid-quest then. That's even
Yeah.
more hilarious.
Oh, honestly, kicking someone mid quest so they get none of the reward and none of the pieces is fucking hilarious.
That is even more hilarious. Yeah, you should definitely do
is.
that.
It is the dickest move you can do in Monster Hunter, and most people will never want to play with you, but it's fucking funny.
Yeah, but imagine you're playing with like randos.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
cares?
Oh, the second a rando joins me, I immediately hover the kick button until like the monster is half health or limping. As soon as the monster is limping, they're out of there, and then I trap it and take all the rewards.
Yeah, and then you
myself.
get all the loot, and then you really piss them off.
Oh yeah.
Typical Dark Souls player.
That's why I generally don't play with other people.
Typical League player.
Oh, I do play League. Not this year or the year prior, but the year prior, so like 2019? Yeah, was it 19 or 20? No, it was 2019. I was on a competitive League team.
I know why you said that, but you saying that made me remind to me of like how Tyne was talking how I don't think it was Tyne. I think it was John last night that was talking about fucking the Elden Ring was like this game sucks because because the multiplayer is bad and mean. It's like this motherfucker is giving Elden Ring a bad review because he looked at a message that said walk off a cliff and he did it.
Oh, your
does-
connection to the server has been interrupted.
What?
John doesn't even have multiplayer
How does he not have multiplayer?
because he doesn't have Xbox Live.
Oh, right. I forgot he plays it on his Xbox.
Yeah. He's not a PC elitist like us.
I feel bad because a lot of people were coming to my stream being like, "Hey, do you have this weapon for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. Where do you want me to like put my sign?" And I'll drop my. I'm not gonna use any of these fucking weapons. And he was like, "Oh, wait, you're on PC." And a lot of them would leave because they were upset that I couldn't give them the weapons. Which I mean is understandable because there's no cross-platform play.
Yeah. They're working on it though.
I hope so. I have a lot of weapons. Like I'll give people like because I'm not using them. Yeah. Roll20 is now unresponsive.
What?
Refresh the page.
No, that's what I did.
Roll 20 is working just fine for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
It's
not having problems.
Yeah.
Let me
I
do-
think it might just be on your end there, big guy.
No, mine cut out too.
Mm.
I'm refreshing.
Oh yeah, I can't do a roll. Uh-oh.
Oh, Roll20 is down.
yeah.
I can't even log into Roll20.
Oh. Well, that's gonna be a problem for what you guys are gonna do next. If you guys are gonna do something next, if I can't have you roll.
Well,
everything's
roll
fine.
in real life.
I have dice.
Everything's fine on my end.
Wait,
so,
yeah, wait. I just refreshed and it's
yeah.
it's
Man,
working for me.
Roll 20 is perfectly fine. No status downs or anything.
Winterland.
I restarted roll 20 and it is not responsive. I refreshed.
I mean, I just refreshed 2 times now. This is the screen that I'm getting. In case any of you care. Getting a nice, pretty good all snap. It's just not working.
Oh, okay. Well, I closed the window and then reopened it. When I hit refresh, it gave me an infinite loading screen.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
working
because
fine.
yeah, I'm back in the game.
I never left.
Here, I'll roll a charisma check.
Let's see.
Look.
Roll 20. Oh, maybe there we go.
Do you see that, Matt?
I see it. You got a 10.
I do have a 10.
I'll do a charisma check.
I haven't
Okay.
rolled above a 10 this session yet.
That's a 13. Do you see the 13?
I do see the 13.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
all good.
All right, I'm back in now. Let's see.
Okay. Chase, is your roll 20 still down?
I'm trying to load back in. My stuff is just looking like a white circle and everything's unresponsive.
Did
but
you
I'm
close? Did you close the page and try to just open a new page and get
Yeah,
back onto roll
I
20?
closed the tab. Let me
What?
just try to like open up a whole new browser.
What web browser y'all using?
I'm using Vivaldi.
I have it open on Chrome.
I also have Chrome.
Losers.
I think roll 20 is just having a bit of a scuffed moment right now.
I think it's because I'm using a VPN.
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah.
VPN?
NordVPN.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
NordVPN.com/PewDiePie.
I'm
Use code PewDiePie.
This stream is sponsored by NordVPN.
Hey, I also have
Use-
NordVPN.
Yeah, use code PewDiePie to get your first 3 months free.
It's a lot of months free.
I hear the music.
When
Alright.
I
Alright.
see
when I-
you.
Alright, it's looking
loaded.
better. It's looking better.
When I first got NordVPN, I got my first 3 years for 80% off.
Whenever I got NordVPN,
when I first got NordVPN, I had my dick sucked, and it never felt better. Thanks, NordVPN.
Thanks, NordVPN.
Thanks, NordVPN.
Sponsor us,
thanks,
NordVPN.
Sponsor us, NordVPN, please.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, please.
Do you know that you can use NordVPN to access Netflix in other countries?
Wow.
This
What
message was
can't
provided by
NordVPN
your local spokesperson.
do?
The only thing NordVPN can't do is hire a hitman, but that won't stop me from hiring a
only
hitman
thing-
to kill you if you don't get NordVPN.
The only thing NordVPN can't do is fix the hole in my heart that was left there when my wife left me after I got NordVPN instead of one of the other shitty VPNs.
Well, you get enough porn that that you can jerk it to that you can fill that hole with enough semen because of
I mean,
NordVPN.
And you could browse that porn with NordVPN.
NordVPN.
My data is protected from people who want to access it, thanks to NordVPN.
Thanks, NordVPN.
Have you wanted to look at Brazilian fart porn but don't want the CIA to push into watching you? Well, go ahead and use NordVPN and look at it wherever you want.
I'm just
And
saying,
let's
this
not
is a
forget
great
that
service.
NordVPN has cybersec to block ads and malicious websites.
I'm just saying.
Browse your porn in confidence.
You don't want your internet service provider to see you looking at artwork that looks suspiciously like vaginas.
Have you? I don't know. You guys know who Tomska is?
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Tom Scott.
He-
How he fucking all his skits where he's trying to get
yeah.
ExpressVPN to
Yeah,
fire him.
where he was recently released a video. I don't know if Matt's clearly saw, but he wants ExpressVPN to fire him because they won't they won't stop him from fucking up the advertisement. He's gone
Literally,
so
he did an ad where he just fucking killed people.
yeah he physically tortured someone throughout the entire ad, and they never said anything about it. And they're like, yeah, this is cool, and he's so done that they're cool with
They
him
give
killing people.
Zero notes on how to change the script. They just say, yeah, looks good, go for it.
Yeah, so now he's killing people. He's threatening people's actual in real life lives.
Oh.
And they still
Yeah.
won't. And they still won't stop.
They don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, as long as you get clicks, fuck it.
It's pretty
Fair enough.
fascinating.
Gotta get it somehow, I guess. When you're competing with NordVPN.
Yeah. Unlike certain companies that really care about their clicks, so much so that they go under. If you all know what I'm talking about.
NordVPN.
No, I'm talking about the I forget the name. They basically made shitty computers for
Oh yeah, I saw Charlie talk about that.
yeah.
Don't remember what
And
the company was.
there's the reroll. Well, it doesn't matter. They went under in 9 days after that fucking stream.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
I assume you've also seen it, Bram. What we're talking about?
Nope. I have not.
Oh. Well, Matt, would you like to explain?
Yeah. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the company, but it's run by this one dude
Arby's.
who thinks he's no, they make computers. It's
Mhm.
like Overwolf or whatever. Like they make computers, and their primary method of advertising is up and coming content creators.
Okay.
They give them the option to purchase their computers at a discounted rate, but they have to advertise and have stuff in their banners and do specific amounts of posts per week or per
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's their partnership program.
Yeah.
They get $300 off of a $1,500 PC. Which
Okay.
is crap. Which is crap. The PC is put together shittily. The only good thing about the PCs is the cable management.
Mm.
They flat out forgot to put thermal paste on someone's PC.
Ah, that'll quickly ruin a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, basically their main sponsors were streamers. Every streamer had a computer for them.
It was
And,
up and coming streamers.
Yeah, up and coming streamers, and no big streamers too as well.
They
from
had a
what-
couple. A couple.
Yeah, a couple big streamers, but it was put together by just one of the employees there that wanted to give to the community. They did giveaways. They did live streams to show off new computers that they were working on, and new stuff.
Oh.
And they
and-
would give away to people in their partnership program.
Yeah, but then the CEO decided to come on, and when the giveaway happened, it went to just a random fan.
Uh-huh.
who
No,
was part of
it went to someone who was part of the partnership program. She was on the lower end of the partnership program. She
Oh, yeah.
only had
But you-
maybe 30 concurrent viewers,
Yeah.
very low end
Mhm.
streamer.
because she was so low, she wasn't worth his time. So there
What?
you said, no, you don't get it. We're giving it to another person, which is
And
illegal.
there's
And it
the reroll.
That's
word-
pretty
his
fucked
words-
up.
His words exactly. He said, "And there's the reroll."
That's pretty fucked up.
And
Yeah,
he
and-
re-rolled it and gave it to someone else, and she went to Twitter. Of course she went to Twitter. And Twitter immediately went, time for cancel culture. And this man and his company went under in 9 days.
Yeah, he ruined his own business in 9 days because no, not even 9 days. He ruined it in one stream by
Mhm.
not giving a computer away
To the
by
person
not giving a
that
computer
got
away
it.
to the person that got it.
Yep. It literally from the day of the stream, 9 days later, his company declared bankruptcy.
I mean, I'm not a fan of cancel culture, but like, if you're gonna be like a piece of shit, you should expect it.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm
she
here to
wasn't
play
big.
it.
She wasn't big
Yeah.
enough and worth his time, so she didn't
Yeah.
get a computer.
Yo, 30
Because-
concurrent viewers.
No, because she didn't on her posts on her social media, she didn't get clicks because people aren't coming to watch her to buy $1,500 PCs. They're just coming to watch her to enjoy the games.
Exactly.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I feel bad but I feel bad for the employees that were in that company because
Yeah,
they
lost
they're
their
the real victims
job.
of that. They
lost
lost
their
their jobs 'cause of
job?
that asshole.
They lost their jobs, but they were treated like absolute dog shit. So
Oh, that's also bad.
not sure if major bad or good thing.
Well,
Still,
anyways,
they still lost their money.
Yeah, but
that was also true.
Income.
But there was the first investor in the company. He's a big streamer. I forget his name, but he, as soon as the business went under, he started his own company
Mhm.
and scooped up all the employees.
Oh, that's nice.
What?
That's
Huge.
that's really nice of him.
Yeah, so
Is it? I know. Wasn't Mr. Beast someone who was like also?
when
part of the
Mr.
program?
Mr. Beast saw everything going on, he donated to the guy who started up the company.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he gave him like, I think he invested like a couple $100,000.
Damn.
So
What a good guy.
like the company is like ready to go. They just got to get PC parts. So
You know, it's a damn shame that I continue to pour copious amounts of oil into volcanoes so that when it erupts, it's gonna explode and like take out half the planet. Like the fucking searing hot oil is gonna like rain down over every single country. So like it really sucks for what he's doing for the environment, for what I'm also doing to the environment.
Yeah, I may throw car batteries into the ocean, but fuck that guy.
made no car batteries. Oh shit. But did you see new Estelar art, Isaiah?
I did.
Yee.
I think she was the first one who showed it to me.
Ah, well, Bjorn, very good.
Oh yes, very good, very good.
Cheeks are a little too fat.
But if you guys are ready, if you know the Roll20 isn't shitting itself,
It is not
Yeah.
shitting itself right now. I'll let you know if it happens again.
all right.
Yeah. I think Crystal stepped away for something.
Oh, so
don't
she
know.
did.
Yee.
I didn't. I've been here, but
Ah,
We can wait for her to come back.
just put my headphones back on.
We can wait for her to
because
come back.
You guys were like talking about
Yeah.
computers. I
We
don't
can
know.
wait for her. We can wait for her to come back.
yeah. I wonder when she'll get back.
You guys want to keep talking about computers, or
Honestly,
sure,
we
why
should
not?
keep talking about computers.
Oh, but yeah, okay. We can get back to the game now. So, that one guard, immediately as he gets elbowed in the shoulder, as he says, "Oh well, there was a murder that just happened." As he gets just like, "God damn fucking newbie."
It is quite alright. Please, share with us all that you have. I'll be certain that no harm comes your way.
I would hope none comes our way. He points to the rest of you. Are you with her?
They are. They are my companions.
This could become a problem if it gets.
If it-
Fine.
If it makes you feel any better, she kind of just points over her shoulder to Conrad. We have the Prince of Nazril with us.
I'm really keeping a low profile.
I'm sorry.
You should
He
really,
says, looking at you.
As
you
it-
really don't understand the whole not saying things that you're not supposed to say, Vishana.
Yeah, Angelina, even like kind of like standing behind you, just pinches your side, like. I don't think we're supposed to go out saying that.
Traveling in secrecy, did we forget?
These are gods of Thelios, which is fine.
I don't think it really matters. I think we just weren't supposed to tell anyone, but I guess we ruined that now.
Said you had nothing, Estelor says to the guards.
Yeah, the one guard is like just like rattled with like just a lot of information that's just going through his head right now. Just like, you know,
Keep-
I'm
keep
gonna make things easier on myself. Pretend that a lot of what I'm hearing is none of my business.
Good.
Stay in your
Keep him
lane.
on a-
Stay in your
keep
lane.
him on a
All
tight-
right, fine.
Keep him on a tight leash.
And then
He-
the other
he-
guard is like quivering in his boots that somebody like Estelar would threaten him.
He's just like, I just work here, man. Just don't. But the one larger guard does come down to all of you. It's like, all right, look, there have been reports of some people's family members going missing around here.
And
And then-
Vishana will hold up a hand. If it makes it easier, we can have this conversation in private.
Well, the only place in private would be.
And
would be
Vishana mind
down-
links with him. In our minds.
What the fuck? He says out loud and just backs away. Just like looks at you.
Yes, it is the most private place, is it not?
Please do not do that. That is freaky as fuck.
Do you wish to have this conversation in private?
Just keep your voices down. Look, fine. If you guys want to know so bad, as he goes over to the door and he opens it.
Hank, if you would be so kind.
Well, much obliged. And do I roll a stealth check?
You don't need to
You need a
stealth. They're
stealth.
letting you in.
For
I'll
what?
roll a stealth.
They're letting you in.
Let's see how sneaky he can get into the house.
That's pretty sneaky.
Okay, everyone sees you.
I'm
everyone
already
sees,
gone. I am
everyone see-
already gone.
Everyone sees you crouch down to the ground and get inside the house.
He's just
Get down on all fours and starts crawling.
Do.
Like
As
I'm
he's
making
going
that
in.
with my mouth, like as I'm going in, crouch down. I get under a cardboard box and crawl into the house.
Look at that hunk stealth.
Wow, you would almost.
I'm like,
see him.
hang still, hang still, and I
you would
flex.
you would almost never see him.
You're all adventurers, and I imagine you wouldn't be throwing over the name of the Drow matriarch if it wasn't true. So I can at least believe you on that. So just
She is my mother, adopted, of course, but she is my
I was
mother.
about to say. It surprised me. You might have never heard of her having a daughter, but that's none of my business. Anyways, just all of you hop inside. You, as he points to the other guards, like, go back to the building. Have them start an investigation around the town. See if you find anything. Like, yes, sir. I'll do that. As he just steps off the porch and starts heading down the road.
I thought you were gonna be like, you go and watch that dwarf. Make sure he doesn't hurt himself or something.
So
As the other guard starts walking away, Vishana just kind of taps him on the shoulder and gives him 5 gold. Good luck out there.
thanks. He
Pockets it,
kind of
leaves.
looks at you like with like a little confused. Like why am I being okay? He just pockets it
I think it's called hush money.
for. He's like, for what?
I don't
No,
know.
It's not hush money, Dolkin. I'm just giving the man who's doing a good job his just rewards.
Oh,
Uh,
that's nice of you.
Thanks. I'm
Go.
gonna go. As he starts walking away.
You heard nothing.
Sure. What did I hear? As he starts walking away. What are they talking about? God, I'm so confused. I just work here, man. I get paid enough for this. So I guess this 5 gold helps.
I'm fucking part time. Jesus.
But I assume, do you all go inside of this house?
I would like to
Yeah.
go inside.
Yeah.
Alright, so
One
as
thing
you
I'll do
all-
as I'm walking in, I know.
Yeah.
Well, no, last time I did Premium Wares, I was well within the city, so I'm not going to.
Vishana's just gonna walk in and trip over the Hank stealth.
Who put this cardboard box here?
Did not see the cardboard box for sure.
No, it's almost like it's stealthy.
You hear from under the cardboard box.
Alrighty. So as you guys walk in and close and the guard does close the door. Let me just change up the music a little bit.
Oogie music.
There's gonna be raining in here. Oh, that's not right.
The guard does close the door, kind of like takes off his helmet, just sets his spear on the side. He's got kind of like a buzz cut hair with kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow beard going on as he just like looks at all of you. He's like, all right, so I assume you guys are all adventurers coming through. So if you wanna mingle around with whatever's going on right now, I don't mind. But to be honest with you, I really don't know what's going on either. So to give you what we've got so far, happened about maybe a week and a half ago. Some of the people were explaining that some of their loved ones weren't come back from shift work on the farms, jobs, stuff going on around here. Just thought it could have been maybe people getting lost in the woods, maybe wolves or something going around there. It's not uncommon. But apparently it started happening every day that more people were coming around to the guardhouse around the front, saying that more people were going missing. All men.
Under the box, the box lifts up slightly, and you see Hank's ear slip from underneath.
He puts his foot under the box and tips it over.
Oh.
And Hank's not even there. It's just his ear. It's just his ear there. It wasn't even. It's not even the right box.
Oh my god.
Vishana will just look to the Hank stealth and just go, Hank, would you be so kind as to look around?
I guess I could. I'd like the
You know-
idea that the guy kicks over the fucking thing and there's nobody there. He's like, wow, he really is stealthy.
You don't have to look far. You can just look upstairs in the bedroom.
So you said predominantly male. Were they all one like job as well? Were they all like farmers, or is it like a random just assortment?
Well, a lot of people around here are agricultural people. You got some people who are working. We got like yeah. There's a Fletcher around here. Blacksmith for swords and stuff. Little bits of armor. Hunters too. It's all a little bit of a mesh. It's everywhere around the capital is just kind of just small communities that really just don't like the city life. But you don't have to look far. Me and my trainee came here and well, he just points up. It might have a lead on where some of these missing men are going.
And another question about these: is it mainly like a younger or older, or is it a mix between all of them? Would you know?
Let's see if I can remember some names. let's see if I can remember some names.
We'll have a
Uh,
list. We'll have a list this afternoon. It's quite all right.
I'd also like to say that whenever he tells me to go look upstairs, Hank drops a tiny smoke bomb and runs up the stairs. He like you hear the
You're the creaking
It's
of the
ninja.
stairs.
It's
Yeah.
ninja vanish time.
and over at the top of the stairs, Hank's like out of breath. He's like,
It's not even a tiny smoke bomb. It's just one of those pop rockets, you know, or just.
it's for the little pop, and he runs up the stairs. Oh, it's not
So-
even like that long, that big of stairs either.
So
It's just big to Hank.
So is Hank going upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, Hank's gonna, because he said to go upstairs, right?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
did.
he just said you can go look upstairs for yourself, but
Yeah.
I'll
is anyone's gonna go up with
As-
Hank, or are you guys gonna talk with the?
As Hank runs past Vashana, Vashana's gonna mind link with him and just go, "As long as you stay close, I can talk to you."
thanks, Mom.
I'm probably better with maybe looking around. I'll go up with Hank as Angelina just leaves you guys to talk with the guard as she
You
follows
say-
Hank upstairs.
I'm not the most
This is
investigative, so I think I'll ask some more questions.
yeah. This house is it is a 2-story house. Kind of in a living room space. A single. The building itself is relatively small. It's about just a single floor with no really walls. The kitchen dining area, like a small closet. A door that maybe leads to a closet is in the corner, and the living room. All about maybe like a 20 by 20, 25 by 20 space,
Okay.
and a staircase that just leads upstairs to probably rooms. Are you gonna say something?
Yeah, Vashana will turn to Dolkin and will say, Dolkin, your
Yeah.
your primeval awareness, it looks for aberrations and what else?
Monstrosities and fiends.
Monstrosities and fiends. Okay.
It's what I
Did
can
you-
sense the best.
Did you sense anything recently?
Last time I did it, besides for just the normal, just like, well, there were no fiends, thankfully, but there's the random monstrosities that just live out in the wild. Like, there was nothing. Although that was a while ago. I could do it again if you'd like, while I have mobs.
Just to be safe, if you would.
Of course, of course.
I have a
Did you think
theory.
a monstrosity might just be picking out men?
No, I think a fiend.
Well, I guess if that is the case, I will spend a minute. I'll spend a minute casting private awareness. And I would like, Ma to go have a look around and see if she can find anything out of the ordinary.
Alrighty.
Just like take her off me, like, Ma. Now, do you mind looking around down here and just like bringing me back anything you think is interesting, or just like that doesn't look like it should be there? There. Plus 4 in insight. I imagine that shouldn't be too hard to understand. Gives her.
The only unfortunate thing is, her doing that, she will need to roll an investigation check. Doing
All
that.
right. Well, what's investigation again? Int.
Intelligence.
All right, it's fine. She has a. It's fine. She has a -3.
Oh no!
It's fine. Dolkin trusts her. All right, I'm gonna spend a
Roll
minute.
high.
Let's get a nat 20 forehead.
All right. I'll wait till I am told to do something.
Okay, then yeah, she will go off. I'll have you roll a intelligence check later.
Mhm.
As you are sitting, as you start concentrating, the one guard in front of you just looks like, yeah. Well, I don't. Well, you can go see the body. You can go see the body for yourself upstairs. But I'm starting to think that's not just disappearances going on.
Yes, I will have a look as well. But are you certain that no women have gone missing lately?
Only men.
Hmm.
Me? I mean, I'm not sure, but families and people have been coming around and saying that their family members have just gone missing, haven't come back home.
Do you have any knowledge of anything like this happening in the interior?
Kind of like scratches his head. Well, the city is big. I mean, crime isn't, even here, crime isn't something that disappears. So
Of course.
people can disappear, get stabbed in an alleyway in there, regardless of what happens. So, I mean, people disappearing, going missing isn't uncommon inside the
Of
city.
Do you
But
know the, do you know the current status of the matriarchy? Is everyone all right?
the city isn't up in arms, and the guard aren't in high alert, so I would assume so.
Has there been issues with messages being delivered?
Just kind of thinks for a second. None that I can think of off the top of my head.
Hmm.
Why?
I sent a letter to my mother a few weeks back, and I didn't get a response from her, either physical or magical. So, I'm concerned. There might be a deeper problem.
Well, now that you mention that, we have been getting. There are a few mail carriers coming from Sandridge, but other than that, not really.
Is that a recent thing, or?
Usually we at least got maybe every twice a week we had someone come down here to deliver letters and mail to the city or people around here. But last 2 weeks, I think actually the last 2 or 3 weeks we've had one cart come down here.
It is concerning.
And we'll quickly switch over to Hank as you go up the stairs.
Nice.
As you go up the stairs, you do see it leads into a singular hallway that the staircase loops around as it gets up and immediately faces the front wall. And you have to turn around the railing and start going down. There are 2 doors. There's one to the left, and then one further down that also goes to the left. Angelina just kind of like pops her head around the railing corner as you get upstairs.
You said that there's a room to my left and the further down.
Yeah, they're both rooms
Both
to the left.
on the
one's
left
just
side.
farther down the hall.
Okay, I'll go to the door that's closest to me on the left.
You open up the room as you look inside. The curtains are closed in on the room, so it's a little dark with some sunlight peeking in through. Seems to just be like maybe what looks to be like a smaller guest room in here. With just wardrobe, a bed, nightstand, a little chair and table in the middle of the room as well. But no body in it that the guard did say was up here.
He lied. There is no body. He's gonna make the bodies by killing us.
Said there's no stuff.
Oh,
You cut out.
you cut out.
Yeah, I know. I was turning on my noise suppression because there's a lot of yelling. So you said that there's no like signs of a struggle.
There's just no body in here.
You don't see a body in here.
Oh, okay. Is there blood or no? Did I?
If you want, roll me an investigation check.
Oh, well, it's
Lord.
looking pretty good.
From what you can see,
Yeah.
nothing really. Just
Room's
looks
covered
like to
in
be
blood.
Yeah, the
Looks
room's
like-
covered in blood and Hank looks good to me.
Looks good to me.
looks to be a pretty fairly normal room.
Is there a table or a
Yes.
desk? Okay. Can I look
It's-
on or in the desk?
There, it's just a table.
Okay.
There's really nothing about it. It's just like a 5 foot by 5 foot table in the middle of the room with a chair. Just probably a little thing for people to bring their food up to and just eat at.
You are still mind linked with Vashana.
I know. I'll say like I'm not seeing anything yet, but I'm gonna keep on looking. Can I look around the windowsill? Like around the
Sure.
curtains?
Yeah, sure.
Do I roll an investigation?
Roll another investigation check.
Oh, dear
Ooh!
Lord. I was like worried.
You look around the room, a little bit more, and around this window curtain. Actually, looking at it, there's not really much hints of dust that's in this room. So you think this room was probably either recently cleaned or at least recently lived in for someone to be here, as the curtains themselves don't have any dust around them. So you think they're probably maybe frequently opened and closed. You look and you don't see anything on here and around the window. So at the very least, you get the feeling no one messed with the windowsill.
Nothing on the glass either.
Nothing on the glass.
Okay. Hmm. Well.
When Hank lets Vashana know that he doesn't see anything, Vashana will ask the guard, where is the body?
Body, second room to the end of the hallway. Room on the end of the hallway.
She'll convey that to Hank.
Oh, okay. All right.
You are just in a guest room with nothing inside of it.
Nice. All right. Well,
I knew that.
Angeline's behind me, right?
She's kind of like watching you investigate the room. It's like, do you need help? Do you want me to?
No, I'm fine. But just in case, maybe we should check the other room.
Yeah. And she's like, do you want to take the lead on that, or?
Yeah. I'm the lead investigator here. And so Hank will investigate the next room.
Alrighty. As you walk up to the room and you open it, you open the door, and immediately what hits you is a light coppery smell that kind of just fills the air. As you walk into the room, and kind of like the other one, it's a little more furnished. It is a larger room with another windowsill that is on the opposite side of the room that goes to the back of the house. You see what looks to be a large bed with one of those kind of like what are they called? Like the wooden poles on the four corners that lead into like little drapes at the top that go over the bed.
Oh,
Isaiah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My mom wants me to watch the kid for just a second.
All right.
Might be.
Well,
All right.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
then we will go back to Dolkin.
yeah.
It was that gruesome a scene. Hank lost consciousness.
Hank opens the door and
Tolkien!
and
What a
and Dolkin
suspenseful moment.
and Dolkin is there. He walked upstairs accidentally.
Dolkin.
Hi, Hank.
Your primeval awareness ends as the guard continues talking with Vashana.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you get that distinct, like before, like splattering of monstrosities within the area that you can sense. But again,
It's just random.
nothing- Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you do not sense fiends
And Dolkin will have.
in the area.
And Dolkin will turn back around to Vashana as she's talking to the guard and be like, well, it's definitely not fiends, or at least there's none within quite a few miles from here. And, well, there are monstrosities, but it's not. It would be a very hard stretch to believe that it would be one. There's not like any in the city, right? I can tell.
Actually, there are a couple in this city.
Oh.
And Vashana will just, those are probably just pets.
Well, besides for the ones
Oh, yeah, no, that there are exotic zoos and some odd people who do get some weird pets. No one Noble actually has like an owlbear as a pet inside that city. Weird.
we can actually get like pets here.
I mean, you can get pets anywhere.
But like different pets.
Probably not legally, or
Maybe.
like like your local pet shop.
That's a lot of paperwork that I don't get paid enough to worry about.
So besides for the ones that are in the city, which I don't think it'd be them, it's definitely not anything I can readily tell what it is.
Well, that rules out one theory.
Dawkins gonna turn and look around and be like, "Ma, you find anything?"
Roll an investigation check for her.
Of course. It straight int with her -3. Oh!
Oh.
Natural
Fucking
20.
20.
Let's
Okay.
go, Mom.
This. So, in a flash of genius,
I'm sorry.
does kind of look around the area, and does kind of like look around the area as you guys are conversing. She kind of like goes around on the walls, looking at cabinets, drawers, even like pokes her head against a window and looks outside. And she finds two things as she also goes upstairs. And Hank, you and Angelina hear you hear the sound of Ma like running across the walls and goes into goes into the rooms, or at least the room that you just went into.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
But Ma does come back, and she kind of she comes back holding something in her mouth.
Well, she said two things. Where's the other thing?
Well, she'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he like bends down, gets on one knee, and like holds his hand out and be like, what do you got there, Ma? What's this?
It's like, and the guard's like, oh jeez.
All right.
And
She-
Ma drops into your hand what looks to be a hairband.
Not gonna like he'll pull it up more towards his face so we can get a closer look. What does the hairband? Does it have any distinct features, or just a regular old looking hairband?
It's like a regular like leather hairband.
Okay, just making sure.
One that basically just like women would tie their hairs in.
Yeah. I just want to know if there's any like jewels, but if it's just like a normal one, then like that's okay.
And do you? I assume everyone would notice this because I mean, yeah, it's like, but the one guard looking at that is like, huh, looks like Matthias might have. I guess Matthias brought a lady friend here then.
Was he not married?
Nah, it was him and his brother who lived here by themselves.
Were the rest of the men that you know who have been missing, were they married at all?
Some of them were, I think, at least. But huh.
Can I see that, Dulkin?
Yeah. And he'll hand it over and look at Mom and be like, where'd you find this, or did you find anything else, Ma?
And she leads you to over to the kitchen area.
And Dalkin will follow behind.
Vashana's gonna give this hairband just like a really good once over and make sure that there's no stray hairs attached to it or anything like that. Just like
you do find like an old hairband, like when it's like tossed off, you probably find like maybe like one or two hairs that are still like maybe tangled around it.
yeah, I'm looking for like hair color and like hair consistency, like greasy or very well kept.
Roll me. What will that be? Give me an investigation check.
Watch it with a bar, 15.
The hair color that you see looks to be a dark red.
Hey.
Oh, and
And at the very least, it's not curly. It looks to be maybe a bit of a curl to it, but mainly just straight long hair.
Does it look like it's straight tinned, or like does it look well kept, or is it like
Looks fairly
No.
well kept.
okay?
But Dolkenma does lead you to where she finds it. She goes over to a counter and just climbs up onto it and just starts jumping. Like, I found it here.
I know I didn't say it, but I want to drag Estelar along, in case like Moz Trevor tries to communicate something to me, because I obviously can't talk to her. And also, because Crystal hasn't done any RPing, I'm gonna force her to RP. Unless she says no.
I'm fine with it.
All right. Duncan politely asks you to come with me, so that in case Maul tries to relay anything, and he's gonna see her like hopping on the counter, and he'll make his way over there and just try to open up the first counter that he sees.
Yeah, but then, well, no. Did she didn't find?
Oh, well, just
No,
you just said where
she's saying she found
Oh,
on the counter.
on the counter.
You said, where'd you find this? And she led you to where she found it.
Oh, okay. It's like, oh, I'm surprised nobody. Surprised nobody like took this or like looked at it. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for finding this. Again, did you find anything else, or was this?
She
Was this it?
immediately starts tapping on the window that leads outside.
He's gonna.
And then she taps on the window that leads outside and then goes to the door.
He's gonna.
That leads into the behind the house.
Okay. He's gonna walk over and like open up the door for her.
Yeah. And as you do, then we'll return to Hank. So now, to not leave you in suspense, as you look at this fancy bed inside of this room, you see laying on the bed, completely on their back, what looks to be the body of a man. He is motionless, and you can see a bit, immediately a bit towards where the head of the bed. There is a bit of blood around it. You can see his body, but it's pretty dark inside the room. So unless you go inside, you can't really see much else. Angelina behind you is like, oh, that's, oh.
It's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were
body.
saying. I'm sorry,
Chase,
I thought you were
said
talking about Dolkin.
No, I said
sorry.
I said back to Hank.
Sorry, I didn't hear the back to hang. But all right, I will. You said the light switch doesn't work. Wait, I guess they don't.
Light
have
switch?
switches. Sorry.
There is no light switch.
All right,
We're
so
medieval
living in his
times,
own
we're fantasy
world.
times.
Okay. Sorry about that. You guys don't have light bulbs in here. All right. Well, I'll flick. Fuck.
What? There's no light switch.
No, I know, but like, can I not like flick a match on?
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, okay, I'll flick a match on, and like
You can see in the
know,
dark.
Oh,
There,
You have
shit.
dark vision.
there is lanterns and candles that you can light up inside the room if you want to.
But
Alright.
still, you have dark vision.
All right, I'll flick a
You
candle
know-
on.
Angelina can cast, I think, some form of light.
Angelina, could you cast some form of light? It's a little bit hard for you to see in here.
Well, okay, let's roll her an Arcana check and use
Yep.
her hat to cast one cantrip a day. Any cantrip she wants. She has to get over a DC 10 with an Arcana of plus 10.
All right,
So it isn't that one.
and that
Aw,
one.
shit.
She casts light on like a on like a book in the middle of the room, and then the entire room lights up.
Ah, beautiful. All right, so now what do I see?
All right, so you do see in the room. What you can see is that you have this man in the bed, and I can see he's completely on the covers. They're kind of like tussled around, but he is shirtless, and you can see that his pants are also unbuckled and kind of maybe started getting pulled down a little. You can also see that there are also clothes on the floor as well.
Okay.
And from what you can tell, they probably look like they belong to a woman.
Okay. So, is there any marks on his body to assume how he died?
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh my
6.
god, dude!
So
He
immediately,
died of
what
natural
you-
causes.
So immediately, as you go up to his body, the one thing you would get immediately is that as you go to his body, he's for some reason pretty shriveled a little bit. Not to a point where he's like mummified, but as you go up to him, you can see that the cheeks have hollowed a bit, a little bit. His skin looks like it's clinging a little more to his body. His arms looks a little thinner than they probably should be, and you can see the ribs kind of like poking through the chest a little bit, and the lips pulled back a little bit to show the teeth on him.
Mm.
You look at his body, and you look at the wound is on his neck, and that seems to be where the blood came out of. But aside from that, you can't really with that investigation check. You just assume, all right, he got an injury to his neck that caused this.
Oh man, so I was gonna make a joke and say, oh, it looks like he got sucked dry before he could get sucked dry, eh? Whatever.
Hank, I don't think now's the appropriate time.
Nah, what do you know?
Do you convey any of this to Vishana?
Well, he's still
Angela's
investigating.
also here,
Now
so-
I will.
Okay.
And I'll say, hey, Vashana, this guy looks like he,
Fucking Angelina, let's
Holy
go.
shit.
oh my god.
I'll wait until
Well.
you finish up.
It looks like he got struck in the neck with something like 2 nails or something. And,
You don't see that.
what? I
so-
thought you said he got an injury to his neck.
Yeah, but you don't know what
Yeah,
kind of
but
injury.
Oh, wait,
you
I
only
don't
know- all
see
you
the
saw,
holes?
all you saw is his neck is bloodied. That
Oh.
with the 6, that's you just know that he just
Yeah.
took an injury to the neck.
Oh, never mind then. It looks like somebody might have hit him in the neck, and he's a little bit bloody. I guess somebody might have like karate chopped him a little too hard. I'm sorry, I didn't put enough Hank in that.
Insightful, Hank. Just have Angelina contact me when she's done with her investigation.
All right, sure thing. And then I'll tell Angelina, hey, she said that she
said that
wanted
we're
you
done
to-
here.
She wanted you to explain it a little bit to her, because apparently my explanation of getting the karate chop apparently wasn't good enough. It sounded like a low investigation check to me. To her.
As you turn to Angelina, she has the clothes that are kind of like sprawled out around the ground and like kind of like has them. She looks at them a little. She looks at them and then goes over to the windowsill. Where she puts her finger on it, and it's like, there's blood over here on the windowsill.
Oh, looks like you're taking a play out of me playbook.
Yeah.
Good job.
Also, she kind of like walks over to you and hands you the clothes that she has that she picked off the ground. These clothes look really fancy. Like whoever took them off and left them here was at least of high standing from the looks of it. This is very fine fabric and very nice design for anyone to be living around here.
I mean, I guess it looks alright. For an elf. Then
Thank you for
Fashion.
your insightful thinking, Hank. As she just
welcome.
puts him on the bed and then goes over to the guy's body. It's like, all right, I think I got a little bit of what's going on.
Alright, well, is she mind linked? Or no?
I'm mind linked with you.
Oh, okay.
I think she has message. I don't know.
Alright, well, I guess I'll relay. Oh, okay, then never
She
mind.
does not have message.
All right. I know she has sending, but that's
Okay.
fine.
I'm not. She's
I'll
not gonna
just-
waste it.
No,
she's not
she's
gonna
just
waste a
gonna
third
walk
level spell
downstairs.
slot.
She's gonna walk downstairs.
I was
Tell
gonna
me.
say I could relay it through, like,
Yeah, you'll be the
upstairs and just say,
medium.
like, Angelina says something stupid like, I mean, they got fancy clothes and there's, I guess, blood everywhere on the windowsill.
Just have her come back to the top of the stairs so I can mind link with her, please.
Okay. She wants to do it the hard way. And then I'll tell Angelina that she wants her to go downstairs and tell her straight to face.
1 minute, as she then goes from the body and then back over to the windowsill and just push the curtains over a little bit more and does open up the window and looks down and goes into the backyard where then Dolkin, that's where you step out.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where you and Eslar walk out into the backyard. That kind of leads into like a small little garden, like homegrown plants.
does anything look damaged back here?
Not that you can see.
Do you see anything, Estelar? Yeah, Dolkin's gonna like look around at like the flowers and the plants and not see anything like readily out of the ordinary.
Any misstrewn items, perhaps forced entry, a broken window.
Roll an investigation check.
My best stat, Isaiah.
Oh,
What did I tell you?
A1.
Nothing that looks like forced entry or anything broken. Looks like whatever happened, the house remained intact.
Damn,
But,
that's some nice flowers.
Yeah, but Angeline does look down to see all you guys outside, and is like, did you guys find something?"
Ma said that she saw. Ma, where'd you say that you saw it? He's gonna wait for her to like point us in the right direction so I can make a better hopefully an investigation check, maybe with advantage, from where she was going to point. Because
she crawls over to like a little a dirt walkway that is obviously there from just constant foot traffic from here to the road, and just starts just jumping next to it.
Dolkin's gonna like come slightly over and just start looking around the area to see what he spots.
All right, I'll give you investigation with advantage.
Thank you. That's why I didn't want to waste it earlier. Investigation with advantage, baby. It's my best stat with a big old +0. That's a 16.
As you see, as you start jumping, as she starts jumping, you look down. You see what looks to be bare footprints in the ground, not like shoes, actual footprints.
Dolkin like get down and just like move some like the dirt around. What is
and
this?
you look at it. It doesn't start from the door on the first floor. It actually just starts in the middle of the pathway, and you look up, and it's right below the window that Angelina is looking down at you guys from.
Dolkin look up towards Angelina and be like, Angelina, is there, cause I assume like, Dolkin knows that your feet would get dirty if you walk in dirt. Is there,
They're not going into the house.
Oh,
They're
that's what
walking
they.
towards the road.
Oh, so they started from the upstairs and went. Okay, I thought you meant more.
You assume someone might have gone out the window and walked. But the window above is maybe like a good 20-25 feet. So.
Angelina, how bad do you think it hurt if someone jumped from there? And Eslar, could you come over here? I know you're probably a little better at this than I am with mind helping me out?
But
Could you? Because I'm gonna have to follow these
I guess no
tracks.
one's
So
paying attention.
Eslar's just got
No,
like
I just didn't understand what he
hey,
said.
because I know that you could transform into animals, and there's tracks
Oh.
here, and there's tracks
Eslar's
here.
got like a finger in her nose and just what?
He knows that you can turn into animals, and there are tracks here. So, and
Okay.
I was talking to Angelina, asking how bad she think it would hurt if someone jumped from the second story.
If they didn't brace themselves, probably it wouldn't feel very good.
Because from what I'm finding here, at least from what Ma found, who put his hand over and rubbed her on the head, the tracks actually start here and lead towards. I'm assuming they're leading out towards the main road.
Yep.
The whatever would be in the, because this is the guy's backyard. So where would his backyard lead to? I assume more backyards.
It's more backyard. There's really not a lot of houses with fences. It's kind of all just open.
Yeah, and he just like starts pointing in
You
that
assume
direction.
you assume this like a unlocked door community.
Yeah.
Thing.
Of course. And looks like they start here and they start making their way out towards just pointing off where the tracks lead. So,
Well, I think that gives us something to work with. Can you guys? I'll be back. I'll be down there, and then she'll leave the window open and look back to Yanks. I think we got a lead somewhere, Hank.
Looks like it.
From what I was piecing together, whoever was here, well, killed this man, and then looks like they left in a hurry, because she points to what looks to be a bloody handprint that is on the windowsill, and another one that is on the top of it that then she points out. Looks like they leapt through the window and down to the ground outside.
And how we would just be on like the second story. How tall do you think the drop would be?
About 20-25 feet.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Notably,
Must have been somebody with some really strong legs.
notably, we don't see any like blood out here, right? Even though there's like blood on the window and everything, like clear handprints.
No bloody handprints on the ground. No, that you can see.
So they landed straight leg. They didn't even brace or anything. They just full on. Okay, interesting.
But
Maybe they did a roll, like a cool.
yeah, but Angeline just like kind of like starts walking through. It's like, come on, you should probably just quickly tell that Dolkin and SLR found something while we go down. As he starts walking out of the room.
All right. Yeah, I'll follow.
We start following the tracks.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Dolkin is gonna start walking along the tracks because he wants to make sure that we can get as close as we can before these tracks eventually go missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, as you do that, and as Angelina starts walking down with you to go meet with Vishana, as Lar and Dolkin, you both guys follow these tracks. It's not hard to find. Is in the dirt, and as far as you can tell, it looks maybe at least recently fresh, from what you can tell. And it starts. The track starts going, but they stop before they even hit the road. As you guys round the corner, and out into the lights of the from not behind the house, the tracks just stop.
Dolkin like looks around like
just dead in the field.
yeah. Dolkin's like walking alongside the tracks, like not to like step on them, and then just stops like right on the same spot where they would stop. Either my eyes are bad or there's no more tracks. Dolkin rubs his eyes.
People seem to just like disappearing into thin air in this place.
How is it that the two people that are apparently might have done bad things can just disappear in midair, SLR? That seems a little unfair.
Is this the trend in Celios?
I'm not liking it. Dolkin's gonna look around. Do you? Are there trees anywhere nearby that maybe could be climbed or jumped to? Or
Around here, not really. The closest one is probably like across the road. Is probably like a crossroad, maybe like 30-40 feet. Well, not that close. Like 50 feet away.
Probably a little beyond jumping distance.
Yeah, a little bit beyond jumping distance.
And around this time, Vishana, you, Hank, and Angelina would walk outside.
Yeah, I'm assuming Angelina conveys everything to me as we're walking out.
Yeah, she gives you a quick description of like what happened, dead body, person outside, person probably left through the window, outside. Dolkin and SLR found something.
What exactly kind of wound did this man have on his neck? Did you take a look?
Let's let's meet up with him, and then I'll tell you guys what I found.
I have a theory.
Your theory may not be a theory for long. And you guys walk outside, and you see the others coming towards you.
Yeah, Dog is just looking around trying to find any way that like someone could like just easily just poof and stop walking, but
Oh, you two. Did you find something?
well,
We found the end of the tracks.
Where did they end?
Right here.
Dog moves out of the way slightly and gestures
Yeah.
towards the ground where the feet prints stop.
As soon as the tracks end immediately around the corner, the moment you get back onto what would be like the main road, at least there's like, you know, grass and lawn like around the house for like a good 10 feet before it gets to the main road, but the moment you gets like out into the open, they just disappear.
And Vishana, just looking around, looks at Angelina. Vampire?
Well, if the two puncture holes that I saw in the neck of the man upstairs and his body drained of and he looks a little bit like a husk, that'd be my guess.
Great. A vampire lives in Therios, killing men. It's probably a woman with red hair.
But I mean, that stuff's just like in fairy tales. It's in books.
No, it's real, Dolkin. It's very real.
What?
Vampires are very much real, Dolkin.
It's
Very.
the necromancy that Hank is so fond of. Yes, that's, you know, they
Would
can
Hank
make vampires.
would Hank know about vampires?
I'd say everyone would have like a base general knowledge about vampires. At the very least, you know, the word vampire is at least commonly known as, you know, the undead you don't want to fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
But
Looks like this
yeah.
guy tried.
They
But,
don't want to mess with too much. Besides that, if you guys want to know anything about vampires, you're more than willing to give me probably Arcana checks.
19.
I mean,
High
Arcana
rollers today.
is my best stat with a big +0. Uh-oh. 7.
Yeah, SR Dolkin. Unfortunately, you know, vampires are.
I read about them in books.
Blood. They're bloodsuckers. They hunt down people and then just drink their blood and, you know, drain them of their nutrients and just basically just kill them by draining them. Hank, you would probably know a bit more about vampires, considering you did study necromancy for a little bit. You know the basics about vampires, how, you know, they hate sunlight. Some are very magically inclined and able to take control of people if they're willing enough. And Vashana, you as well know, knowing that same as Hank, also know that vampires, if willing to, can make thralls if they desire. But I would like all you to also give me a perception check to notice something.
All of us, or just people that passed?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Not natural.
Perception. My best stat. A
Oh,
motherfucking
aw.
17.
Hot damn, I'm rolling hot tonight, boys.
Wow.
No.
The
Vashana.
highest I've rolled is an 11.
Shauna, you're the only one who gets this because I did
Fuck
set the
yes.
DC at 20. I did set the DC at 20 for this.
Let's go, gamers.
Wait, Ma has perception as a stack. Will you well, I guess it isn't. I don't care, actually. We passed, so.
Don't care,
Yeah,
actually.
Well, because we...
Fuck
Well, 'cause we passed.
Listen, Ma. Okay, so unfortunately, I'd say no for Ma because she brain blasted by finding you guys this a little earlier than I thought you guys would find it. So
Yeah, Ma brain blasted once. She can't get another.
Ma brain blasted, then Angelina brain blasted.
Yeah,
That is true.
NPCs are brain blasting. We can't have them brain blast anymore.
Exactly. They don't get to roll anymore.
That's fine.
But Vashana,
Yeah.
knowing what you know, knowing what you know about vampires. Everything about this is weird because you look back at the windowsill, then look down to the ground, and then look to where the footprints are going, and they looked like they are intentionally going to the road. And then they just stop when it hits the lights. One foot, like the one thing that you notice is like 1 foot hits the dirt in the lights, and then and then another foot hits the dirt in the light, and then it disappears.
That's very odd. It's almost if this creature, I'm not sure if it's a vampire, because the moment it touched the light, it disappeared.
So, like, what do you mean by like? I assume we all see
Some
that.
vampires hate light.
Yeah, can't they like?
They do, but they can turn into mist or bats to get out of the light, but there's no indication of it. It's just poof, gone. Like the moment it touched the light, gone. In addition, that big of a jump to intentionally leave these footprints.
Maybe if it, maybe
I-
it's they can't turn it. Maybe it's like the light makes them kind of like not real. Like when they're walking and
No.
like if part of them hits the light, they just become like translucent.
No, that's not how vampires work, Dawkins.
Seems
It's
like
so-
them. Go
It's this. She kind of like looks from the window down to the ground. This looks like whoever did this left with purpose and didn't really care that they left behind anything.
That's not something a vampire who's trying to hide would do.
That probably just
I
means that they're not trying to hide it.
That means they're pretty confident that no one's going to catch them.
Not a very stealthy move.
That's not right. There's more than enough holy people inside of the city who easily could be able to detect a large spike of undead.
Dilkin, did you want me to try doing a little tracking on that things you got there?
I don't think you can do any
Mm.
tracking on.
Perhaps not, but I can try.
You could always try. I mean, and again, I'm not the one that found it. Mom's the one that found it.
Well, I mean, there is a single hair or two left on it if you want to give it a sniff.
All
Do
right.
you get?
Uh,
Do you-
We will begin. And I give it a sniff.
All right, you give it a sniff, and it's you give this this hairband a sniff, and your nose immediately takes you down to the footprints that were leading you here, and you think, ah, yes, okay, so this smell matches the smell on the ground, but it stops on the last footprint and goes nowhere else.
Mm,
Vishana will mind
wolf
link with
head.
you. Will mind link with you so you can talk to her.
I thought you said I couldn't do that.
She can't speak a language as a wolf.
Ah!
Yeah, we'll just look at us. So Dogan look at us. We'll be like, do you see anything else?
Does it go anywhere?
Shake my head.
Ah, dang it.
I assume it like I can smell it coming from the house.
You can smell it. You can follow this. You can follow this scent back into the house, and you can definitely smell this scent from inside the house. But you get it. But there is nothing that indicates it's anywhere else.
Is the dead guy a human?
You haven't seen him, but Angelina would say, yes, it was a human man.
Mm.
Looked like maybe he was like in his early 20s.
Vishana just looking around. maybe it has something to do with that same magic where that that woman we saw earlier disappeared. Wait, refresh me. Did she have red hair, Angelina?
I think.
We may have already encountered our prey.
Well, that doesn't. Well, how would she get all the way from that place all the way over here and before we did?
Well, she did.
He
this,
left before us.
She did this earlier, Dulkin.
Oh. These tracks are pretty fresh, though.
How fresh?
How fresh would I see them, Isaiah? You said they're pretty fresh.
Within about. Because let's see. This is a time. About 8 hours.
Well, it's been within about 8 hours, so. About the time we. That was about the time when we started our leaving.
Actually, wait, no, hold on. I'm trying to remember where
okay.
I'm placing. I'm trying to remember where I'm placing everything.
Okay.
No. This would be in around about 4 to 5 hours. Sorry.
No,
I'm getting my own times and like placements of things wrong.
So yeah, even better. Like, so it's been about like 4 hours, like very recent. So like it took us 6 hours to get here. So if we left around the same, even if she had like a 10, 20, 30, 40 minute head start, like if she got here 2 hours faster than us, and did this and left.
She could very well teleport, Dulkin. Or mayhaps she has a thrall. Who knows? This is concerning. But
Where's the guard guy? He's gonna look. Dog isn't looking. I assume did he come with us or did he?
no, he's still inside. I let him know we'd be back.
Well, if they're this confident, if this thing, whatever, if this vampire, if that's what it is this confident, I don't.
I don't think it's a vampire is the thing. Well, it might be. Just one with more powerful magic.
Yeah, whatever it is, I don't think it's stuck around.
I will.
How strong of a vampire would it need to be able to teleport, Angelina?
Strong enough where I don't think we'd be able to handle it.
If any case, I don't want that guy to just be alone in a house where there was a murderer. In case that thing is so confident that it decides he wants to come back because he's still hungry.
Oh God, I'm being killed!
Oh, and as if on cue.
There it is.
And as if on cue,
And
son of a.
there!
And
No, that doesn't happen.
Tolkien is gonna pick up Maul and start making his way back. Cause I don't know what else he could do to help there, and he will inform him.
The guard is kind of just like, as you guys, assuming if there's anything else you guys want to look for.
Vashana would like, and this is a stretch, but like, based on the footprints, because you said they're really fresh and they're bare feet.
They are bare feet, yes.
Can she make like a rough guesstimate as to how tall, how heavy, like what size feet of a woman we're looking
What
for?
size are
What size feet do you have?
I mean, the size of the feet you can get from looking at the footprint, but size of that? Give me like...
But
give me,
like
maybe-
the length of the steps can tell you how tall someone is, how deep into the dirt they sink to tell you how heavy someone is.
I'd say
like,
Vashana wouldn't know
whoops,
that, but give
like-
me a like a survival check.
Okay. I
4.
will use sorcery points and re-roll that.
1.
Oh, nice.
On that one.
Try.
You
I will
got,
try.
You got no idea. I mean, at the very least,
Okay.
I mean,
Matt knows this, Vashana doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know what fucking feet size your characters are, but I mean, it's like around like a I mean, if I had to like put a guess,
What?
like maybe like an
Yeah,
8 to 9 inch feet size.
Vashana-
Feet size, I guess. I don't know.
Vashana puts her foot in the footprint. Is it about the same size?
What's that? I don't know the size of her feet.
are Vashana's feet?
I don't
Well,
know.
for someone who's like 5'2", 136.
I don't know. Feet are different.
You
depending on the
got
person,
you
but-
got in that one. You put your foot.
I'll say yes. They're about, if not maybe a couple centimeters, maybe bigger than yours.
Okay, so it's someone right around my build is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, maybe
Are
maybe
they
around you and
regular,
Angelina's
like,
build.
Okay.
Human-looking footprints.
They have 5 toes and look to be humanous. Yes,
Okay.
So they're a humanoid.
they're humanoid. Yes.
So human, elf, dragonborn. Well, not dragonborn. It's a human,
Yeah,
elf, half elf. That's about
Could
it.
be anyone. Could be anything. Could just be a really small-footed dwarf.
Could be-
Small-footed dwarf
Big-footed halfling.
or a really tall halfling.
Yeah. Or a gnome with big feet.
Mm.
A
Gnomes-
really tall gnome. Because
That, you mean gnomes
like-
with that? You mean gnomes with normal feet? That's just how big their
really-
feet are.
a really tall gnome because of the steps. I'm assuming look to be about human steps.
I do want to ask the guard a couple more questions if he is still around.
Yeah, you can see him through the window. He's kind of like moved a little more inside the building. He kind of like just stopped a little bit at the foot of the stairs and is kind of like looking up them.
When did you find the body?
Huh? Oh, his brother actually came to warn us about it.
When was that?
Around maybe maybe 3, 4, 5 hours ago.
And
Before you got here, we did do a little bit more of an investigation around the entire thing. Other than finding the body upstairs, there really wasn't much besides, well, just everyday things. There wasn't any struggles, any things. I mean, from the looks of it, it looks like he was, he was about to, and then this happened.
is this the first murder that you've seen?
It's not the first. It's definitely one that I've seen in quite a while. Not really murders happen around here. It's fairly quiet around this part.
Just the disappearances.
Just the disappearances. This is actually the first body we've seen.
Was there any similarities between any of the people who went missing? Say, like, age, race.
Well, I don't know everyone here off the top of my head, but I know a younger lady came around saying her dad went missing too, so I assume maybe between the maybe late teens to maybe in the early late 40s. Seems that might be like a time range.
Vishana will go.
It's the only similarity I've seen so far is it's just all been men.
Vishana will come up and approach and be like, so basically anyone who is of age.
From what I've seen, yeah, none of the teenagers have gone missing, or the kids.
And
Well,
none of the elves is what I'm assuming.
have any
No.
elves gone missing?
Well, I don't know. One of them could have been an elf. Again, sorry, I don't know everyone here off the top of my head.
We'll get the list later, Dolkin, and we'll confirm if they were elves. If they are, it still doesn't confirm anything one way or the other, but if there are none, it's very likely it confirms something. But, if you would, I recommend getting a clergyman, someone with divine powers, to post up as well. I think we're dealing with some form of undead.
Noted. I'll write a report and see if we can get someone over here to take a look around.
Oh yeah, I did say I was gonna go and tell him the gist of what we found out. So I didn't have to repeat.
Unless there's anything you want to keep away from this guy.
Vashana would intentionally not tell him it's a vampire just yet. Just tell him that it's an undead. She doesn't want, like, major panic until she's confirmed.
Alright, so I was like, undead. Well, I guess that would explain. Yeah, I guess that would explain his body going through probably such a quick and rapid deterioration.
And
Probably
maybe we
process
can
magic
make
or
sure to get a word out to all the people that maybe men should travel together to not be by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If at
That's-
all possible, travel with a woman.
Yeah. We'll put out a notice for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you don't mind, who were all of you once again?
Oh, he'll hold his hand. Dulkin will hold his hand again. My name's Dulkin. That over there's Hank. Say hi, Hank. And this is Ma. And that right there is Estelar, the big one. And those two right over there, that's Angelina and Vashana. They're dating.
I see. He'll give all of you a handshake if you allow it.
I'll allow it.
Vashana will do a slight curtsy and then give him a handshake.
Sure.
I appreciate you guys helping. That actually does put a little more things into motion. Thank you. My manners. Captain Brock.
Brock.
Wonderful work.
Captain Brock.
Let us know if you find out anything else.
And likewise, if you could as well, that'll help keep people here safe. Well, it is boring around here, and sometimes I do wish for something interesting to happen. I don't wish for something like this to go happening around. I don't want people dying around here. A lot of good folk around here.
We will do our best to resolve this as quickly as possible.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, let me know if you find anything, and if you're going to investigate around this, well, be careful.
Aye.
Especially you two. Points to the both of you, Hank and Dulkin.
Dulkin looks at Dulkin kind of like looks at him and like tilts his head a little bit and be like, I'm not a human. Or not.
Vashana puts a hand on Dulkin's shoulder and just goes, "Don't worry, this one doesn't know what sex is."
I don't think that's the problem for whoever's doing this.
It's just that I think if you're gonna try and put me in your mouth, I got a lot of hair.
Fair point, I guess. But
This one is the one we need to worry about, as he can slip away in like the middle of the night, and you'll never know where he's gone.
He's also got a lot of hair. No,
I did kick over that box. I'm surprised that he wasn't under it.
There was just an ear. I don't even
It was just an
understand.
ear.
So stealthy.
But thank you all again.
No, thank you.
He just nods at that. Anyways, you all stay safe. I need to go report back to this and make sure that we get a message spread around here. Anyway,
And you might want to get a call and take care of the body.
Yeah. We'll get the other two we have at the guardhouse to bring his body.
Good.
Yeah. Anyways, you all
Good
take
work,
care.
sir.
He gives you a nod and goes over and since you guys are closer to it, it just walks out of the back entrance and waits for all you guys to exit before leaving.
Yeah. Vashana will actually kind of hurriedly make her way back over to Conrad.
I see you didn't
There's
give.
actually one more thing that I wanted to do because I just remembered that I have this thing.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Go right ahead.
I want to go back over to where the footprints end.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe to me exactly what I see when I look down at like where the footprints are ending?
It appears when it gets into the. It appears that when the footprints get into like a couple steps out of the light or out of the shadows and into the light, they disappear.
But is there grass?
Grass?
Oh, she's gonna talk to plants!
Is there grass?
Yeah,
Is their nature.
This like just a dirt path and then just like lawn around it.
Fantastic. The plants are but witnesses.
Oh, thank God I brought Estelar.
Alrighty, so
and I only speak to plants in Druidic.
fair enough.
So I'm going to crouch down to the grass.
And just start going.
Hi!
Hello, grass.
Hi!
I have a
It's-
question for
It's
you.
Grass Okuma.
What do you want to ask me?
Did you see who made those footprints here?
What? When? I saw a guy, and another guy, and another guy, and a lady, and another guy?
It's just there are many people who come by, of course, but these specific footprints right here, you see, these ones right here. Specifically gonna point at them. I don't know if the
How
plants
many
can see.
eyes?
Oh, I don't have eyes, but I know what you're talking about. My roots tell me everything.
Perfect. Do you know who made these? Perhaps a little. So when they might have been through here, then perhaps what they may have been like.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was a lady. Except she wasn't wearing dead things on her body like you are.
Was she wearing anything?
No, she was naked lady. Naked grandma.
Yeah, that's why he's saying this is a naked lady.
Just a naked lady. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
He wasn't wearing dead cow or dead animal hair.
I'm feeling that bad. But could you tell me anything else about them?
They were a lady.
A lady.
She had hair like yours.
That.
Yeah, that.
But longer, I assume.
Yeah, it was like really long. It went all the way almost like down to the down to the ground.
That's far too long. That's impractical.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen her before?
No.
Did you know where she came from?
No.
What else can I ask these fucking plants?
Grass.
What's your name, plant?
Grass Akuma.
Such a lovely name.
Did you want to know anything else about what she looked like?
If you have any other information to give me that you haven't already said.
Well, she walked away and then she was gone.
Oh yeah. Did you know how she did that?
Well, she was walking, and then she was gone.
Okay.
She was walking on the dirt, and then she got around here. And I think she was smiling. Oh yeah, she also had blood on her face and hands. It was weird.
Oh, I imagine she was probably covered in blood. Okay.
And yeah, and then she got right there, and then she was like, and then she was like missed and gone.
Just like that. No sort of feared sticks. She just walked over and then poof.
Yeah, oh yeah, I like a color to it if that's interesting.
Sure. What color was it?
It was like yellow.
Ew.
Okay.
Piss
Maybe pink a
cloud.
little?
Yellowish pink.
Yeah, yellow pink, like my flower buddies over there.
And did it just dissipate, or did this like color? Did it
I
move
can't-
any?
It kind of came down to the ground like glitter and lingered for a little bit.
It got all over you, and it was
the
glittering on
dirt.
you. Okay.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it move any?
Yeah. Did it do anything? It just disappeared after a little while. Or-
I think so.
I don't know what else to ask the plant.
They're always so helpful.
They are always so helpful. This is a good spell.
Grassokuma.
Well, it was wonderful talking to you, Grasakuma.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Have
A
a great
party has
day.
been discovered.
I yearn for more blood. What was that, Grassakuma? Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Despair. What? Nothing.
I'll relay what little information I learned from the grass. I can
Grass.
grass.
I just want, as Espelar walks away, now back to the grass trial.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Matt. Oh my god. I hate how brilliant that is. Oh, Jesus.
Ugh.
Anyways,
Alright, so you
Vashana,
relay the information.
as before Espelar even gets to Vashana, Vashana is going to run to Conrad and be like, Conrad, you are divine in nature, right? Like paladin.
Yes,
And
why?
you sense undead.
I do have that potential, yes.
Please.
He
just
looks
make
over.
s-
He looks over to the house. I imagine something happened while you were in there. Do you
Potentially
just relay?
that.
Do you just
Uh,
do you just
I-
relay everything to him?
Before she relays everything, she goes, I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to mind link with you, but potential vampire.
Oh god, oh no. He just kind of closes his eyes and sucks in a breath.
If you could
All right.
divine sense while I tell you everything.
Sure, yes.
Just to be safe.
All right. Well, I guess he can burn a couple of those.
He's
but
got
what-
like 15 of them? I don't know.
I think only he's got 6. I think.
Yeah.
He gets them equal
That's
to
enough.
his charisma plus 1. Did I make his charisma 5 or 4? It's 5. He's got 6 of those.
Yeah. Burning one won't hurt nobody.
Yeah, he'll burn one for if you say vampire, so he'll assume undead.
Yep.
Divine
Well, he can sense any of them
sense.
in his ping.
That is all. That's right. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's Fey, Fiend, Undead, Celestial.
Celestial Fiend. No, only Celestial Fiend are undead.
Yep.
Yeah, he does that as you talk to him. You know, it's a instantaneous and goes around and yeah, he listens to you as you talk to him.
Yeah, and I convey everything we figured out. Via mind link so no one else around us can hear it.
Yeah, he just nods. He just nods as you convey all this to him. Well, I didn't sense anything that would be an undead or related around me.
Alright. Do be careful. It looks like it pursues men.
All right. Where are the others?
They should be here a moment. Oh, hello, others!
Talking to give you a wave. Why'd you run off?
The plants.
What did the plants tell you?
Naked lady disappeared. That's
Got
about
it. Did the naked dust disappear afterwards?
it. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Well, not good, because it's even more confusing. If a vampire turned to mist, the mist would have slowly moved away, but
Yeah.
But it disappeared. So probably not. That's it.
I think they're using weird magic.
Oh, like the one you said that happened in the port town.
Yes, and the description is very similar.
Is it the same lady, you think?
Quite possibly. I don't know what weird magic she's using, but if it allows for instantaneous long-range teleportation or transportation, it could very well be the same woman.
Let's I think we might have a potential problem on our hands as he looks over, and it is getting towards like late afternoon where the sun's starting to dip more, and it is getting darker, more orange around the area.
Yes, we need to go visit Mother as soon as possible and secure our cargo. That should be our
Right.
primary priority right now.
Right. There's a problem arising around here, but we do have more pertinent matters to deal with at the moment. I mean, if all of you desire, if you feel it's a problem for you to deal with, I can bring the cargo and have a conversation by myself at first with your mother.
No, I need to make sure she's alright.
Well, it is also getting late in the day. I don't know how long the matriarchy would be ready, but perhaps we make haste inside when we'll be able to
Yes.
to meet up.
Yes, let us. Is that alright with all of you?
I mean, I kind of wanted to look around at everything, but it seems like we have slightly more time-sensitive matters.
Mm-hmm.
If you do,
And-
if all of you do want to stay, I will not stop you. If anything, the matriarchy also probably does not know of our arrival as of yet. So
And we can return tomorrow. We did promise to meet him at the tavern.
Tomorrow?
Well, it was later today that he would have it ready, but
should we at least maybe? Who's Annalia's like? Who's like? We did make a promise to that guy to be here with that list, but then we also do have a thing we need to do, but it's also late in the day. It's
You know, I don't.
Not really sure what else we
Yeah.
could do here.
Rashana's just gonna like rub the back of her head and just be like, I'm really sorry, guys, but I really need to see Mother.
I mean, this isn't like a plan that is good, but it's one that I thought of in my head. If anybody wants to go with Conrad and to maybe get, well, obviously for Shauna to maybe talk to the council members or try and see if we can get that stuff stowed away, and the rest of us could maybe stay here in that tavern or anywhere else. And I was thinking probably me and if just me, like, or me and Hank, because well, if they are coming after men, at least if there was two people, then less likely. And if it is just me, I always have Ma, and she could easily like trap everything so that I and whoever I'm with doesn't get easily snuck up on in the night.
I would be more comfortable if Estella at least stayed with you, if you were going to stay. But
This way, because I don't want to leave these people just to like, because if these appearances are happening pretty frequently, then that kind of sucks.
believe me, Dolkin, I want nothing more than to come back and help these people, but I need to see Mother.
I understand. Like, no, I understand. You gotta go. Like, you genuinely, you have like family issues to deal with. If I go to the castle, all I'm gonna do is just sit there with my mouth closed the entire time.
I
And
was
like-
to say, I don't have much business with the matriarch personally. I can stay.
Yeah. So why don't me and SLR stick around, see if we can find anything else while we're here, and help as much as we can. And before we go to bed, I'll have Ma set up a little. Wherever we're staying, I'll have her set up maybe some like webs everywhere, since she can feel them pretty well. And wakes up in a heartbeat.
And Vashana will look to Angelina and just will say, I would love for you to come with me, but I think it might be better.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
Besides, I gotta make a good first impression for your mom, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, if you're, what about you, Mr. Emberbeard?
I was
You-
planning on looking around in a library, but looks like we
if
got
you
other
wanna-
matters.
If you want to do that, you should probably go with
Once-
go with Vashana and Angelina, because they're going to be closest to it, and it's easier for them to look around with you.
I figure.
First thing tomorrow, I'm coming back out here.
Yeah, but again, like, you guys are going to go there and like probably have have some
We
time
do
to
not all
yourselves.
need to be here.
Like, if you have like really information you gotta find, like I want you to find it if it's in a library somewhere. But the choice is obviously up to you, and I don't want to sway you in any way.
Here, well, Hank, how about we're going in. I'm sure we can stop by a library, and if you're conflicted, I can get you what you want. What are you looking for?
I mean that I always forget that Angelina's like really good with books.
I
I'm sure you just want something on necromancy, Hank?
I was just planning on looking around.
Well-
just you know, if we were coming here just to learn a little bit, I might as well try to learn a little bit about what I can.
Well, Hank, why don't I get permission first for you to access the university's libraries, and then once I have permission, we'll head back in together.
That sounds fine.
Good. Well, we'll see you first thing tomorrow then.
Dalkin like will give him a big smile and a wave.
And Vishana will run up to all of them and give them all a big hug.
Even more.
Even Ma. She'll hug Ma.
But the small hug back.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, she would.
I was gonna say that's not up to me. I don't control her, so I
was like, yeah, Bran, would she? Oh wait, I'm Ma's personality.
was gonna say I can't unless I tell her don't hug her.
I'm
she
not
would.
Ma physically, but I'm Ma mentally.
Yeah.
Also gotten
and
so friendly.
giving everyone hugs, Vishana will look back and there's just a couple tears running down her face. She's like,
It's like
sorry.
it's only like a couple hours. Like it's I mean you're gonna be okay. I'm more worried about what Hank's gonna do. Like he's gonna get like real antsy if he's not gonna be able to make fun of the elves.
I'm sure you'll find plenty of elves in the tavern.
I can make fun of any elves I want.
I wouldn't.
Wherever I want.
I wouldn't recommend it around here unless you want to get a beat up.
So it's just you staying with us or going with
No, I'll go with them.
Okay.
Oh, you're going with, so it's just me and Dulkin staying?
Yeah.
All right.
You got Ma too.
Alright. Before
It's 3 and 3.
Astelar is going to go up to Conrad and just give him a quick kiss on the cheek.
Ah, that's lewd. Stop.
And say, no, don't go getting kidnapped or anything.
He'll look down to you and he'll give you a quick kiss, but on the lips this time.
But it's very meek. It's very quick. Very like.
Yeah.
Mwah.
And then he'll just kind of like just put his hand on like the back of your head and just like pull you in for like a quick little hug. It's like, don't you go getting yourself in unnecessary trouble while I'm gone.
And Vishana just kind of chuckles and goes, "Don't worry, I found out that Angelina likes to look at the prince's bod, so I'm sure she won't let anything happen to him."
Wait, what? As he turns around, then Angelina, she takes off her hat and just shoves it over yours and just over your head to muffle you.
Yeah, Estelar's like looking at Angelina, eyes narrowed.
I didn't hear anything. As she yoinks Vashana into the back of the carriage with her. And he'll also for you, Dolkin, he'll give you the strong man handshake.
Oh, of course. Where
And
we?
it's like-
Yeah, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one.
and then bring your shoulders in together. Give you a pat on the back.
Nice bro hug.
Yeah, big
Give you
bro
a
hug.
bro hug. All right.
Oh,
You keep
have
us-
have fun dealing with the drow. They're gonna be a lot of fun.
I imagine. You keep us safe, all right?
What? Well, she's the one that's
I'll
gonna.
be
Have
the
to
one keeping him
I don't think
safe.
you understand. I don't think you understand the relationship here. The females
I
are the
know.
the males are the ones that need protecting.
I know, but just in case.
I promise you that I promise you that if anyone's hurt, it'll probably be
Then-
me.
Then have each other's backs, please.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
All right. Well, We'll see you all tomorrow morning. And he'll hop on the cart and then give you guys one more wave as the horses start riding forward towards the city walls.
And
Michelle
as
finally gets the hat off of her head. What? It's what you told me.
I will smother you.
and as they're driving away, Dolkin like he's waving to them and turns to Essel and be like, I guarantee it. How much you want to? I'm gonna bet you. Dolkin looks in his coin pouch. Dolkin,
450 gold coins.
I'm gonna bet you 100 gold pieces that they're not gonna be here by morning because you're gonna sleep in.
Yeah, I think Vashana she's stressed enough that she might not sleep at all.
Well, that means with like once.
It's definitely going to sleep in. So.
Oh, well, like definitely, but I guarantee you, like they're all not gonna show up here. I'll bet you 100 gold pieces.
Alright, by early, by
We have
dawn,
to
so
set a
not
time.
till
We have to
dawn.
set a time.
Yeah, so this time is important. 7, no, dawn's too early. What about, when the sun gets like a little bit up, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Whatever
Dolkin.
9 o'clock would be.
When the sundial says 9.
Yeah, when the sundial says 9, Dolkin.
When the
What's
sun
it
hits your eye
Yeah.
like a big pizza pie, it's 9
That's the
o'clock.
end of the session.
All right, Dolkin's probably gonna be out 100 gold pieces.
Alrighty. So, how do you guys like this little weird mystery I got concocted for you?
Of course.
I love vampire mysteries. They're always so fun.
I can't
What
wait.
makes you think it's a vampire?
I don't fucking know. I think it's. I honestly hope it's a vampire. Cause I can deal with a vampire. I can't deal with fucking homebrew bullshit.
I can't wait for Dolkin to go and like have Moss set up some like elaborate webbing around because she has web sense and she can feel when anything ever touches her web.
Yeah, just for
then-
whoever it is to teleport past all the webs.
Yeah, and then kidnap Dolkin.
And then murder Dolkin in front of her.
Don't worry, guys. I've got something fun prepared for all of you for your time in Thelios.
Of course, as I expect. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens.
But hopefully we can spend more time in Thelios. Explore the city, get to know the people.
Oh yeah, no. There's just a little bit of an overlying thing going on right now.
Yeah, there's just a big problem in Delios that we're gonna have to solve.
Not a big one, but maybe that one that could become big.
Yeah, we gotta stop it before it becomes big.
Exactly. That's the point of any D&D adventure. When it gets too big, that's when endgame happens.
We gotta stop it at half chub.
Yeah, we could do that.